Hi everyone, welcome to Gehenna Gaming, where we tell dark stories and support inclusive gaming. This is Strixhaven After the Fall, and I am April Reagan, and I will be your DM for the game. But before we get started, let's meet our cast, starting with Prince.
Hello everyone, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. I am playing Kumalani Renar, aka Kumo. Both of us use he, him pronouns, and April Raygun is holding us back from our full potential by not letting us level up right now, but it's cool.
You just leveled.
The Kumo will bring the moist heat to the party, because it's going to be real wet.
Rachel, please introduce yourself.
I'm Rachel, she, her. You can find me on the internet at Miss Betty Dreadful. Tonight I'm playing Sofka, also she, her, as she's a bard, and I'm happy to be here.
Vin.
Hey guys, I'm Vin at VinFox, V8 on Twitter, and I'll be playing Cynthia Foncata, Tabaxi something.
Wes.
Hi, my name's Wes Franks at Thirstrap Moth on the internet, specifically Twitter. You can follow me there. I'd love to have you. My pronouns are he, they, and for this evening, I'm playing Kel Balam, who is a halfling warlock who has the pronouns that go as follows: they, them, and somehow Kel is not the most toxic person in this chat, surprisingly.
That feels a little directed. Bully, why don't you give us an introduction?
Hello, I'm Bully Tablegoth, he, him. I will be playing April Raycun, aka Manuka Honey, she, her, a gnome artificer.
Well, that's our show, folks. Everyone died in TPK. But Gehenna Gaming is sponsored by Die Hard. So horrible. Die Hard Dice.
You got
Gehenna
it.
Gaming is sponsored by Die Hard Dice, Session Zero clothing, and 1985 games. Make sure to check out the links in the chat and use code Gehenna at checkout to save 10% on dice, TTRPG clothing, and wonderful gaming accessories from our friends at these companies. Man, nope, not read that part. Safety tools are in place and have been discussed with the cast. Some adult themes, sexually charged scenarios, substance use, violence, and all the dangers and realities that come with college in a magical world are present. So please be aware. And with that, Manuka, Bully, would you like to sing the theme song?
Oh, we're doing the theme song? All right, everyone together. 3, 2, 1. All right, roll it.
Last session, we left our study group in the detention bog, searching for material, any signs of Xar's plans. Professor Echo St. Lomahar had informed and asked the group to collect these ingredients from the Sledgemoor and investigate the bog to learn what had caused the magical corruption that had happened. After a silent deal was made, all seems peaceful again in the swamp. The detention bog still stands, with a few mysterious crates left, with some lost items for you to find. What would you like to do?
I thought of a song. Next time. Did we notice who did the weird summoning thing?
Since it was silent, I will let them decide if they did anything, or was this all just in your mind?
All mental, baby.
All mental.
God, of course, fucking course.
A little hostile.
Stupid fucking cat. All right.
The fluffy one is on one.
It just all stopped suddenly, though. Like, the conflict is over.
Well, what
Yeah.
you saw was webs and vines come out from the ground and grab everything and pull it down underneath the water and pretty much just destroy all creatures around you.
No one web, bitch.
I think that's a good sign for us to find what we came here to look for and get the hell out.
That's a good sign?
Yeah, that was a pretty bad sign, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know what the why do we keep all these terrible things? And yeah, we got to get going. I was about to kick the ass of the Hydra on that other thing. Whatever this newest thing was might be a little bit beyond me.
I feel
Being
like
slipped by the earth sounds like it might be interesting.
you really just say whatever comes to the top of your head, don't you?
Yes.
I respect that. I'm just gonna start making my way towards a crate. One of the crates that we have not interacted with.
You do not hear or see anything out of the moving, no creatures.
Okay.
In fact, the swamp is a little bit quieter than normal, as if
Don't like that.
kind of the insects ran away.
Don't like that.
But it's... You walk to the crate. You're there. You're in front of the crate.
Manuka, darling,
Does the
can
Kumo
we
need
get
to
a...
smash this?
I don't... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to utilize my thieves' tools, and I'm going to check for traps on this box.
Go ahead
The
and...
Kumo can sweet talk the box.
I know
Be
you
the
can.
first box.
I know you
The
can.
Kumo.
The investigation.
Can I do an investigation on whatever just took all these monsters out?
Yes, if you'd like to kind of walk closer to the shore, you can.
Yeah.
It's the world's slowest dive.
That is a natural 20.
Savka, as Kel is bent
Fantastic.
over this box, you walk over to the shore, and you...
Don't.
What?
You said something that, yeah, just keep going. You're fine.
You're doing great.
We're 12 years old.
You're
We're 12 years old and
fantastic.
you said bent over this box. Continue.
Kel is fully engrossed in this box, and Savka, you walk to the shore, and what you didn't notice, because the ground is mud and slime and gunk, is suddenly, well, not suddenly, but the ground in front of you is covered in a layer of spiders, almost covering everything on the ground to look like that is the covering, as they are running towards the water.
Do they just look like regular spiders, like natural spiders? Or are they like... Do they seem magical in nature? Or just
How much time have you spent outdoors?
Probably quite a bit. But there would have been further from bugs. I feel like spiders are probably pretty far up north, but like that could be your call. But she's from a very cold place.
You have seen spiders, but never anything to this extent, and never.
Okay.
The longer you, because you roll natural 20, the longer you watch them, it looks as if they're moving as one.
Ooh, weird. Okay. If I take a stick or something to try to separate one from the...
When you poke
rest.
an area, like a little opening, and
they,
if
like,
you
go
walk
around
into them, like they move out of your way.
I don't walk into them. That's
Okay.
Scary. Okay, weird.
If you've ever watched Spirited Away, you know the soot sprites? It's kind of like
mm-hmm.
that. Like they're doing something.
Oh, that's not scary. That's cute.
Yeah, just spiders.
Yeah.
All right. I pick a bunch of them up and eat them.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Which is it?
I don't.
Which is it? Last name redacted.
Baby, now.
No, I don't. I think I just make a note of it. Who's probably nearest to me? I would just point this out to whoever.
You're all kind of together. Kel did walk
Kumo's
away a
all
little.
up
So
on
Kel's
this box.
investigating.
Mhm.
You're on the box. Who's not on the box?
Kel and Kumo are kind of have
Manuka's not on the box, but Manuka's wondering, like, Kel, what the fuck are you doing with that box? You never seen a box before? You hunched over it like some sort of fucking creep. Just
Cynthia,
get in there.
And what was your check, please, Kel? What did you roll? Wes?
What?
What was your
Sorry.
roll?
Oh, my roll was a 6. I was distracted by staring at how bad my roll was.
Oh, I didn't have... I
On
didn't
a
have
roll
that
that I
open.
have...
Stop.
No. No.
I did not have that page open because I didn't think it would be that bad for you.
I didn't think it'd be that bad for me either, because I thought I was going to be able to roll sleight of hands, but I didn't get to roll sleight of hands. I rolled an investigate.
You know what? Because... No, you're...
Because I'm using my thieves
You sucked
tools.
it. You sucked. No, I rolled a 9.
Fantastic.
The box does nothing.
That's worse. Cynthia, come here.
I'm pretty good right here. Try
Yeah, but
a little.
have you read any? These spiders are really weird. They're like walking in this weird.
Not really a
Pa-
spider person.
No, I neither am I. But you like read anything? Does this like seem like a magical thing you would have? No, okay.
She's just closing in.
The
Okay.
Kumo believes if you are bitten by a radioactive spider, then you might be into spiders.
Is
What's
this your stand-up comedy tour?
I think the box is
Kumo knows
okay.
that a reality where there's radioactive spiders.
I don't know what radiation means, Kumo, and I don't think you do either. It sounds like something you just made up. Kale, open the box if it's fine. Safka, what's the deal with the spiders? Why are we concerned? It's a swamp. There's bugs
You
everywhere.
have Nuka in your name.
I'm going to open the box.
Go ahead and roll me a thieves tool slide, or the other one, the one you wanted to roll.
Okay.
Spiders, they're all around the stuff that just pulled all the monsters back into the swamp, and then I'll like poke in to show that they're like not they're behaving like as one unit, which is weird for spiders.
Okay.
They're not like pack animals.
Are they magical
anything
spiders?
written
They're
on this
clearly
box?
something.
Looking
11.
at this box actually doesn't look like the rest of them.
So it's
Is
not
there
like
any
other
language
boxes.
or anything on
Like-
it?
There is nothing written on this box. It looks like the most non-suspicious wooden crate you could ever see. Almost as if it's too non-suspicious.
That makes it more suspicious then.
It's not like other boxes.
Can I, while they're doing that, identify the spiders?
Oh,
Ooh. Would you like to cast that as a ritual, or do you want to use a spell slot?
If we have time, if they're messing around with the box and stuff, I'll do a ritual.
Okay. You start your ritual now. So I'll let's give it a second. Does anyone do anything while this ritual is going on? Cal, the box did
Kumo's
not
looking
open with 11,
for-
by the way.
Kumo's looking for a opening in the box, maybe like a slit of some sort, where he can use his sword to potentially pry it open.
You're looking for a slit in the box. Roll me an investigation.
God damn it, here, bro.
I am just saying what you are doing.
Uh-huh.
This is why people have pry bars, so they don't have to talk like things like this.
Did you bring a pry bar?
13.
13.
No.
With a 13, you find a small hole on the side.
Okay. First things first. Kumo's gonna cast Vicious Mockery at the box. Kumo knows that Vicious Mockery will not do anything to the box. Kumo must insult the box first. The Kumo has heard something about negging before and is going to try it on this box.
Jesus.
I hate you, Prince.
Oh my god.
But after backhanded insults, Kumo sticks the sword into.
What
this-
do you? I want to know the insult.
Oh,
What do you say to this box
Please.
before you stick your sword into it?
The Kumo thinks that in a world full of dampness, you are incredibly dry, and that's how you'll stay forever until you rust and become like the Kumo's grandmother.
Make an attack with advantage.
That got me advantage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I just wanted you to say something, and I was going to give you advantage on it, and I regret my life choices.
I really see how it is.
16.
Does not open the box. But you do have a feeling that if anyone else tried to open this box again, they would have an easier chance.
Good.
While we wait for Kumo to get over his losses of the box. Manuka. We're going to say about 10 minutes pass. When you so you're casting what? Detect magic or identify?
Identify.
They
And
are
the
spider.
goggles out, running through different gems and crystals she has from the Underdark, seeing what reacts to what, trying to figure out what's going on with these spiders.
They're spiders. They are just spiders. There is nothing about the spiders themselves that is different.
So no magic?
Roll. Because identify is just on an item, correct? It's on one item.
Yeah.
If you wanted to cast detect magic, that would probably have been better.
Well, that'll let me know
Don't,
if it's
don't
magic.
help her. She's not like other girls, all right? Don't help her. She doesn't need your help.
She's like one other girl.
No, it
It's
says
like one
if it's
other.
magic or some other you learn as property. So identify will let me know if it's magic.
But the spiders themselves are not magic.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
So they're not magic. There's
What-
no spell affecting them.
Wait, does it tell you if a spell affects them?
You learn whether any spells are affecting them and what they are.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well, then yes.
yeah.
Sorry, I thought it just determined if the item itself was magical.
It helps
No,
let you
no,
know
so
if it's cursed or not. Like,
That's
if
what
it's- yeah.
detect. Detect just
Okay.
lets you know, hey, this thing's magic. Identify
Okay.
lets you know all the stuff going on.
Everything about it. Everything
What you
about it.
see, Manuka, as you're focusing gems and crystals, suddenly, out of nowhere, a web comes out and is attached to every single spider with like this very thin magical string, almost as if they're being puppeted by an invisible puppet master. But you would need to do something more or stronger magic to follow that string.
What do I got? So now knowing about these individuals, then yeah, I'll sort of narrate as she goes to Safka. Yeah, I mean your hunch was right. Something's pulling the strings, webs, whatever you want to call it. Something seems to be in control. The source of which I am not sure, but let me check here. And then I'll use detect magic. I'll cast it as a spell.
Okay.
Sopka's like listening, and it's like, okay. And then when you go to cast detect magic, I turn to see Kumo struggling to open the box, and I cast knock from over here to open it, and then turn back to the conversation.
You turn around and cast knock, and the box opens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Rachel was able to knock the box open, flip over to Manuka to talk about the webs, and you cast detect magic. You are blinded for a moment. A lot of Strixhaven is magic. You've cast detect magic on campus before. Last time it blinded you as well. This time, it's a little less blinding. A little less magical. But nothing to be concerned about, as you're now focused on these spiders and seeing this connective web. And you swear you see the web attach to 2 party members? 3? 4, 5. It's attached to all of you. But is it stronger towards some people? It's very hard to concentrate with all the magic going on around you and all the magic items people in your party have. But you get the sense. Can you roll me an Arcana check, please?
I would love to.
I'll give you a bardic inspiration as well.
And I would like
What is that? A 6?
A d6, yeah.
Cynthia, Kel, what are
My
you two
last
doing right
one.
now? Kel, you're muted.
As soon as the box opens, Kel's like, "Why are you worrying about spiders?" And then is going to look inside the box.
And I got 18.
Cynthia, what are you doing right now?
I was going to see if you're going to describe the box first or not, but Cynthia's like slowly inching out of the bog, like very careful steps. See if anybody notices her. If not, tip, tip, tap. Another set. just trying to get out of here.
Roll
as
me
politely as possible.
a stealth check.
Oh no, I ain't got no stealth. I know I got +4. That's an 8.
Everyone sees you, kind of slowly backing away. And Manuka, it looks like the webs are strongest towards Cynthia and Kel. But as the spiders start to skitter away and as Cynthia backs farther out of the bog, the tethers slowly start to fade. And it's getting harder to see what they are connected to and who.
Good to know.
So we just heard back from Prince. Kuma will be back shortly.
The Kuma will return in the Avengers.
Manuka, what are you? Do you do anything with this information? Are you doing anything now?
Actually, no. Me, Bully, wants to be sly about this and use it a different time, but that's not Manuka's style at all. Hey, what's you two feeling all right?
Yes, I'm trying to finish this assignment so we can get out of the swamp and get back. Are you feeling
That's
okay?
good. Cynthia, where you going, sweetheart?
I just think there's something in the humidity in my fur. It's just not a
Well, this thing's in the swamp that'll kill you and eat you, so maybe it's not a great idea to head off on your own.
I've learned that recently. Thank you. I'm not really doing anything and not helping anyone. I just thought that I could just,
Oh, no nonsense. Of course you are. Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Cool. Cool. Get over here, little crazy cat.
And she just pitifully kicks back over.
Safka, we might need to have a quick alliance talk real quick.
And you're doing this in front of
okay.
Yes.
Kel. Okay.
Kel's gonna look over at Kumo
And
and look at the box and look at Kumo and go, I'm just going to focus on the assignment since this is an alliance talk.
You're welcome, by the way. And then I go back to join the.
Thank you.
Kel was
Can I
never
go?
going to figure out that box. All right, just between us alliance members here. Cynthia,
Is this alliance?
now's your chance. We've been through a lot's going on, and I get it. I get it. She's going to look over to Kel. I get it. But it's important that we're all kind of above board with each other, you know? Did you,
Hey, can I ask what this is about? Is this about the spiders or this about the
Yeah,
alliance?
yeah. It seems Cynthia might have sort of tangled webs, we'll say, with Kel. Is that accurate?
The Kumo
Cynthia, you
is
could-
still confused
You
about
could tell
the
me.
alliance.
You tell me.
I'm genuinely lost right now.
Okay, so
So what's your connection with the spiders? And why is it only you and Kel who have this connection with it?
Sapka whips around and looks at Kel and then looks back.
Kel's just
A lot of times things like this, I mean,
legs kicking out of the box. Getting into it.
I love.
I've heard of...
Kumo standing right behind Manuka yelling questions.
Yeah, Manuka just leans in more and more. Hey, go help your friend over there with the box. All right? We're having a conversation. Will you respect that?
Kuma, you're more than welcome to join our alliance.
No, he's not. Have some fucking
A
respect.
friendship.
Get out of here real quick. We're dealing with something.
The Kumo thought the Kumo was part of an alliance with this group.
You are. There's multiple alliances here.
Kel's gonna
Are-
poke their head out. It's gonna
alliances?
say Manuka is in alliance with Safka and Cynthia, but then also you and Kumo are in alliance. But then also me and you are in alliance, according to Manuka, though we haven't really clarified those things. And Manuka suspects that there might be an alliance between me and Cynthia, though there's no confirmation about that yet.
Okay,
And
that
roll
well,
me an
I guess this
investigation
is.
check while you're digging around in the
Then
box.
in that case, the Kumo is in an alliance with Manuka because Manuka Honey has kissed the Kumo.
That's a slutty 20, by the way.
You're goddamn right it is.
I don't care
Goddamn
anymore, Kel. Hold on.
Cal,
Gee,
that's not
thanks to
fucking
you.
important.
I
Gee,
love you.
thanks to you. Never mind, Kel tried to push forward the narrative here.
Kel, you pull out a book.
Oh, it's kind of like my book.
You gonna look through it?
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on it first.
Roll me Arcana while you find out what happens to this fallout.
There we go.
Is that in my
Rachel, I think you just froze.
No.
You're back.
You're back.
You're back.
Yeah, we got you.
You're good.
Sorry, yeah. Internet did something weird. Is that in violation of the alliance or the pact?
The Kumo is confused about alliances and pacts here.
Yeah, obviously Kumo was very confused, making up a lot of shit, running the mouth, swinging the dick around. It ain't like that, all right? We're actually dealing with
Kumo
something
has
very
been
serious right
out.
here.
I mean, I
Because
guess
right now,
someone
this
could
isn't about me and
technically
you.
have a
This is
kiss.
about Cynthia and Kel, who both share spiders. Look, I had an uncle who used to share crabs with my aunt. I understand how these things work.
The Kumo
What the fuck's
knows
going
that
on between
you
you
cannot
two?
share
Because spiders came out of the
crabs by a kiss.
swamp, destroyed something. Look, I don't know what you thought happened in that battle back there. We might have gotten close as far as like, yeah, when you fight side by side, things happen. I don't remember anyone kissing anybody, Kumo.
The Kumo was caught in Manuka Honey's snare.
Okay. You fucking wish. You are something. You're really something else, Kumo.
Insight
You're really
check?
something else.
Roll
I
me
used to think.
deception, please, Manuka. Roll
You
me
know,
insight,
we all know you're
Manuka.
full of shit. We know you're
Whoever
full
would
of
like to
shit.
roll insight can roll insight right now.
Oh, fuck,
We know
thank
you talk a big game. You have your followers, your cult, and this and that. But to bring me in that, you honestly think anybody is gonna believe that someone like I'm not like these other girls, Kumo. I'm not one of these people that you kiss or tell or even kiss in the first place. But you can tell all you want. No one here believes it, do we? Not a single one of us fucking believe your shit
You
right now.
don't have to roll anymore.
The Kumo thinks
Wait, I got an
Manuka Honey
18.
needs to take a
I
breath.
got a 17.
What's your deception, Manuka?
Are you rolling?
I was thinking, we'll see. One, perfect.
Beautiful, easy, breezy.
As
beautiful.
When the dice
role
tell a
played, the
story.
dice knew.
Amazing. Cheers.
You all know.
So
It
obviously,
is written on Manuka's face.
none of us believe in your shit. We're on to something else right now. I'm sorry that you're feeling, sir. That yeah, everyone else wants to follow you, but we don't want you in our alliance. I'm sorry. We're part of a team. We're part of a study group. And if that's not good enough for you, come on. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing I can do for you. Now back to remember Kel. What's the deal with the spiders, honey?
There was
Oh
a deal
no.
between the
I
team
don't
about
think
Kumo?
this has anything to do with me now anymore, sweetie. I think
Safka,
this
did
is-
you not
That
see the
felt
spiders?
bad.
Because
No,
it was
I
bad.
did want to get back to the spiders.
Thank you.
I did actually want to get back to the spiders. 'Cause I feel like this conversation we can have.
Cynthia,
somewhere else.
I apologize for putting your stuff out there like that. It's fine. Like I said, I get it. But we got to know what's going on here because something weird's going on. There's a connection between you and the spiders.
Kel, you're flipping through this book that you just found.
I got a 16 on that Arcana, by the way.
And you open up to a page, and there is a device that looks suspiciously familiar.
Okie dokie. What does the device look like?
A time device.
Oh no.
You flip through a few more pages, and there's more magical creations that seem flawed. And a few more pages, and a few more pages, and then you see something that looks like plans for the school with X's marked on it. The biblioplex, the tavern, the stage, places where Morgaxor attacked first. And in the end, you see the ramblings of Morgaxor, as you have found his journal.
Kel is going to slam the book shut and is going to go, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Whatever you and Kumo did in the snare is not important, all right? I think I just found you-know-whose journal, his plans, comprehensive studies on how to attack Strixhaven. Just sitting in a box in the middle of the Witherbloom swamp. Idiots. The entire staff of the school are idiots. They just left it behind. Just sitting here. Or maybe somebody planted it. Do you think somebody planted it? Here, look, Safka, look.
Yeah, I'll look and I'll do a little glance through.
What kind of look you doing?
I think I want to know if it's authentic.
Go ahead and roll me investigation, please.
Great.
Kumo is all over your shoulder on this.
That's a 14.
A 14. It looks handwritten. It does look like an authentic journal. You do not know a lot about Morgaxor, but you are leaning towards that this is important. Some of this information doesn't seem like it was public information.
Okay. Yeah, this is a big deal, I think.
As you flip through it, Safka, you
Close
turn
the
to
book.
another page and you see more time magic scribbled through it.
Is there anything that leads me to believe that because Morgaxor lost the Battle of Strixhaven, is there anything in here that's like a contingency plan? Where if he loses, we time loop?
There's a
That's
lot
my
of
first
pages
fear.
in this
Yep.
journal.
Yep.
And you only rolled a 14, so it's
Great.
going to need some more research.
Okay.
One of the things you notice about the journal is as you flip pages, the languages change. And some of it you cannot read.
Okay. Do I recognize any of the languages I don't speak?
What languages do you speak?
I speak a lot. Hold on.
Prince? Kumo?
Kumo has comprehend languages available at all
Okay.
times.
Common,
I-
Dwarvish, Elvish, Orc, and Sylvan.
You see all of those in there.
Right?
Sometimes even on the same page.
I also, as I'm looking over, or not looking over, but like kind of like tippy
I'm like
toes.
crouched down.
I would
Looking
say
over,
you
looking-
can't look over shoulders.
yeah.
The Kumo loses.
I had to remember I'm 2'9", 2'11". I do have, as one of my Eldritch invocations, Eyes of the Runekeeper, which means I can read all writing
On any plane of
on
existence.
any plane of existence. That is,
There are still a lot of pages. It is going to
Okay.
take you some time to read every page.
okay.
Because you can read every language, there are languages in here that do not have a translation for your existence.
Makes sense.
There are
Completely makes
languages
sense.
from other planes of existence.
Oh yeah, work with the Kumo. The Kumo will help you with the languages from other planes.
This is
It's
the
a
Rosetta
lot.
Stone, baby.
It's going to take months of research and cracking codes and reading through or studying to even touch the information held in this journal. Because something else you'll notice, because you can read all languages, if you turn back in a page, like if you read a page and then flip another and then go back, the language that page is in changed.
oh my god.
It is a
It's cipher.
constantly
It's a
shifting
constant
book.
cipher.
So every
my
time you do get a grip on a page, it does take you a few moments, even when you turn back to like focus. And you are probably
Ow.
going to get a little bit of a headache because it's
Alrata, Alada.
a lot.
Actually, La.
And Kumo,
This-
because you did you cast the comprehend languages? You would have seen the same thing if you did.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
use a spell slot on that.
Same thing. You're getting a little bit of a headache the more you read, just because of how you're having to learn new languages that never existed on your plane to read it.
This is amazing. This is a living tome, a living book.
The Kumo believes that we may have made the most interesting discovery in Strixhaven history.
We did it. Not those fuckers in the water dancing team. Not those pieces of shit over in Dragon Chest or anything else, but we did it.
Kel,
Yes.
Dragon Chest does not exist. You have no real memory of ever joining a Dragon Chest team.
Did I say Dragon Chess? I meant... What's Dragon Chess?
You know what the game is, but there's never been a club at Strixhaven. Not this year, anyway.
No.
Do we know?
Strixhaven was the first time ever.
None of you have ever heard of a Dragon Chess team this year. But there is this weird feeling?
Something weird's going on.
It's gonna.
This happened with the water dance
Good
team
night.
too. Something about a choreographer.
What?
It's probably in this book. It's something had to do with it. It's more...
Wait. Something weird.
Drax or-
How?
We're being
Like,
fucked with.
there's never been a choreographer on the water dance team, but that doesn't make any sense. Because there would have been.
How
Like
can you have...
people's memories are all messed up right now.
Exactly.
Some people are even making shit up. Yeah, no, I've noticed that a lot recently.
The Kumo
Yeah.
believes that time may be going backwards, forwards, left, and right, all at the same time.
Sideways. It's moving all around.
Yeah, nothing's real. Nothing counts. Yeah.
Are
The
you...
Kumo believes that you are
We want to get out of the
attempting
swamp.
to have selective memory.
Yeah, we need. Why did we come in here in the first place? It feels like it's. I know it's only been a few minutes, but it feels like it's
To
been like
get
2
a-
weeks
to
with
get
all this
this-
stuff.
To get this book. So
That
we
book.
can-
All right, so we're good. We'll get out of here then.
Yes. Did you forget already?
Like I said, yeah, man, my memory, everyone's memory is so wild right now. God damn. Yeah.
You are very easily able to collect the book and the rest of the supplies that you were sent out to the swamp to go get. But what do you do now with it?
Kumo must study this book.
We can study later. We just did a
and-
great thing. We successfully completed a mission, so we should celebrate.
Yes, celebrate. The Kumo has many people to help celebrate.
No,
Celebrate
Kumo.
Many people,
Our
huh?
accomplishment.
Okay. No, you got other friends. You got other people that are important to you. I mean, what are we, right? So, yeah,
I'm kind of thinking Kumo, maybe not like a. I mean, you can invite other people too, not like a house party or something, but like a, when like you get a
Kumo's
group to go
confused.
out
Does
and.
Kelbalam not want a party?
I mean, I do. I
Father.
just, interlopers, people that just kind of mingle.
No, I want to meet these other people. I want to see what the hubbub's all about. You're always talking about them. Let's meet them. I'm excited. The more the merrier, right?
Is
Kumo
it
detects
though?
sarcasm.
Your detector must be very off right now, Kuma. No, ahead. Yeah, no. Let's have a party. Bring your fucking grenades or
Where are
whatever.
we
We'll see what
having a
happens.
party?
I assumed the tavern. I thought we were just gonna go get some drinks, sing some songs, and
Kuvo, you don't have like a special place where maybe you and your people hang out in private?
The Kumo could take you to a different plane, perhaps, but Kumo feels comfortable on campus right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to go to a second location with you like that, but no, yeah.
Let's go to
Cynthia-
let's go to the tavern.
let's go to the tavern. Yes,
Let's
that
go to
sounds
the
like a great
tavern.
idea.
Let's go to the tavern.
Let's
I
go to the
just
tavern.
would like to clarify something.
Okie dokie.
You are taking the book and everything with you to the tavern.
We're gonna
dropping
keep
off
it in.
supplies.
Let's
so-
fresh. We smell like swamp right now. Let's freshen
go and
up.
Get cleaned up.
Let's go
Yeah.
get cleaned
Just
up.
because
Let's go
it's been
put
2
it in.
weeks. Just a reminder, you were sent on this mission by a professor.
Yeah, we have
Okay,
to go.
Drop the book off.
Drop the book off. Get cleaned up.
Drop the book off.
Then we'll talk. We'll celebrate. We'll have
You
a
don't
good
have to. I
time.
was just reminding you.
No, we
Smell
have
like
to.
Swamp.
I mean, Kuma
You know what?
doesn't
You know what?
smell
Okay,
swamp.
you know what?
Prestidigitates.
You know what?
Excellent horrors.
I'll
You gonna give the? You want to take the book to the professor?
I'll
I'll go
take
with
the book
you.
to the professor.
I'll go with you.
Perfect.
The Kuma is
Perfect.
confused. We're taking.
No, I know why it's perfect to me, but why it's perfect to you? Why did you say that?
We've deciphered it.
Because I think that we haven't spent a lot of time with each other, Manuka, and I'd love to get to know you on the walk back.
You said it too quick, Nate. Why would you just suddenly like perfect when all of a sudden?
Because I know what I want, Manuka, honey.
Okay,
I can't
I'm
wait
just
to
gonna go
find
back
out.
to my dorm.
Yeah, Cynthia's going back to her room.
Fucking soft cut Cynthia doing the smart girl speed walk. There we go. I gotta get to class.
Savka, Cynthia, you smart girl speed walk off. Kuma, what are you
There's
doing?
a moment where Savka wants to like go and make sure the book gets to the professor for the sake of the grade, but it's just the tension is too with the 3 of them is too much. So she just
Oh, Kumo is arranging a party now.
Okay.
Perfect.
Kumo is getting all of the members of his commune that are on campus to attend and decorate the place properly to celebrate Kumo's friends.
Kumo. Roll me a D100, and we will come back to that.
Oh my god.
Manuka, Kel.
I don't know what to do with this.
As everybody walks off, Kel's gonna look at Manuka right in the eyes and say, "We're not giving this fucking book to that professor."
Why?
Not.
Do you want that wrinkly old fucking fogey to take all of our credit for what we've done?
What have we done exactly, Kel?
We found one of the most important magical artifacts that has been placed on this school in quite some time. Something that can help benefit the school, but it doesn't have to help benefit just the school. It can benefit us as well.
How's some villain person's book gonna help us? It seems like their beef was with the school. So what do we get out of that?
Manuka, didn't you come to this school to want to learn things, to further yourself, to make yourself a better?
I actually came to school for a variety of reasons. Some of them are quite complex, and you would probably not even begin to guess. But
I would
yeah,
love to hear
that's
some.
one of them. We'll get to that. So, do you not trust the professor? Is that the thing?
I don't trust anybody.
We have that in common, Kel. We have that in common. So, if I'm going to give the book to him, I suppose you think the book stays with you?
I have a couple of places I can hide it. I was wondering if how good you were at forging. You're pretty good with machinery and things of that nature, but making a copy of sorts.
Oh, like forging handwriting and shit like that?
Just crafting a book, working with building a book, and then I can work on forgery. I have a knack for it.
I mean, that seems like a waste of my talents. What I'm trying to get to here, Kel, is I don't trust you, right? Maybe I would if you told me what the fuck's going on. If you got your own weird, creepy shit going on, that's fine. That's fine. You do you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do you. But when you involve my girl Cynthia, that's when we got a problem.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm
Cynthia's her own
talking
woman.
about?
That's indeed. How about
Cynthia?
this?
Cynthia's a lot of things, but I don't think she's quite her own woman yet. But she's figuring it out, and that's none of your business. All right. And I would hate to find out that you took advantage of someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you pulled them into whatever sick fucking machination you got going on here. Look, I used to think you were just a run-of-the-mill perv, right? I've dealt with people like that all the time. But you're not. You're smarter than that, Kel.
Is
There's
this
things you want. There's things you want, and it's beyond that.
is it? Am I on the same level of a ubermensch perv like you that uses a fake name and ties men up in traps so you can make out with them?
Okay, Kel, we've established that people's memories are all over the place. You sound so stupid right now, honestly, even bringing that up. It doesn't make any sense to anyone here in this conversation. And I want to take my trident and fucking... I'm calm right now. We're both calm. We're having a discussion. So please tell me.
Do it.
What's going on?
Do it. Take your trident.
Why are you always trying to fight me?
I'm not trying to fight you. You clearly want to do something. So I'm telling you, if you...
Oh, if I wanted to do something, Kel, I'd fucking do something. You'll know when I want to do something because I'll be doing that thing. I don't do nothing by accident.
You know what I think?
What do you think, Kel? I'm dying to know.
I don't think you can do it. I don't think you have the guts. I think you're scared.
You don't think I could stab the shit out of you and murder you right now in school? I don't want to, but it'd be easy. It'd be too easy. God, if there was someone to hold me back right now, you'd be in so much fucking trouble. You don't even understand. Stop deflecting. What did you do with Cynthia? Why did those creepy fucking spider things come out of nowhere? Granted, I'm not going to say they saved their asses. I had it under control. But they helped, right? That seemed weird. But they helped. And when I start doing my stuff, I understand how things are connected, how things go together. That's what I do. It's a simple magical procedure. Mm-hmm. I put the cog here, I connect it to this piece, and the pieces I'm looking at, they're starting to connect. But what I don't get is why they're connected, right? But I see you, I see Cynthia, I see the spiders. There's nothing you know about any of these things.
Wait, are you telling me you saw spiders on Cynthia?
Yeah, the spiders are connected to Cynthia. Something's pulling the strings here. The same thing that's pulling the strings from the spider, from my calculations, might be pulling some other string. So I'm wondering who we're giving the book to. You know? If I give it to you, am I giving it to you? Or are you two in cahoots? Because if I found out there was an alliance within my alliance, oh, Kel. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed.
And what else?
Are you going full enemy now? You just want to fight me in the street, or we're gonna have a discussion?
I'm not fighting anybody.
Okay, then shut the fuck up. Stop pushing me into doing it. You know, there's that thing when you look at someone and they're like, "Prove it, I dare you, make me." That's the energy you're giving me, and that's one of two things. You either want me to stab the shit out of you with my trident, or you want me to fucking dismantle you like a fucking clockwork little toy you are, and just examine every piece of you. And when I put you back together, you will not be the same. And that might not be a good thing or a bad thing, but you ain't gonna be the same. I'm gonna leave my mark on you. Now, which is it? Which one? These are our two routes right now. Or we go the third route, and you calm down with your energy, and you tell me what's going on with the spiders.
You know what? I'm holding the book. A deal. I'm put an ultimatum on the table. You tell me why you go under a different name, and I'll tell you about the spiders.
Oh, different name? My name's so fucking cool.
But let me finish speaking, please. If you don't agree, then I'm going to take this book and I'm going to hide it someplace. And I'm going to tell everybody that you took it from me and that you pushed me into the swamp and that you're doing something weird that Mordraxor, or whatever his fucking name is.
That's not much of a threat because, first of all, you're a fucking weirdo and no one's going to believe you. But sure. You want to come clean? You going to be real then? You going to be real if I'm real?
Kel is going to grab his own finger on his left hand and he's going to break it.
You break your finger. I'm not going to make you attack yourself. You can do it.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, Manuka, why would you do that? I was just standing here. Please, don't hurt me anymore, Manuka, please. I'm just a small halfling.
Kel, I'm so very uncomfortable right now. I'm very uncomfortable right now. This isn't helping me want to enter a pact of trust with you. I'm not ashamed.
I don't want to enter a pact of trust. I just want to make sure that the professor doesn't get this book. That hurt.
Okay, so I tell you my detail, and what are you going to tell me?
And I'll tell you about the spiders. And that will get us on an even playing field enough that we can trust each other with this book.
All right. We're gonna shake on it. You break a fucking shake, I'll break your neck. You understand? Take off the trident hand. I'll put on an actual hand. We'll give a shake.
Oh. Good.
First of all, how the fuck do you find out what my name is?
I'm very
Who
perceptive.
told you? Okay. So you're a creepy
I
little
see
spy
things.
thing. Okay, that's fine. I know that about you. Okay.
I just
Yeah,
noticed
I mean,
things.
it's not a big deal. I'm not hiding anything.
Mhm.
Just Manuka Honey is that's my stage name. It's a very cool name. Everyone says so. It strikes a lot of things. And maybe, I mean, I don't know if you're insinuating that there's like a
Can I
part
roll
of
an
me
insight, please,
that I
DM?
try to hide and that I'm uncomfortable
Sorry,
sharing
what were
with
you
people.
saying, Kel?
And that by me.
Can I roll an insight, please?
Sure. Are you lying, Manuka?
Yeah, but in
Roll
the usual
deception.
Manuka way, where
Roll
it's very
deception, please.
where it's very
Roll
obvious.
Deception.
Yeah, if you're insinuating that this name also represents something like maybe I'm not comfortable with who I am, so I not only put on this persona, I attach a name and a character to it, so then I don't have to be myself around people and I could be this larger than life figure of Manuka Honey, then you're reading way too much into it. It's literally just a stage name, Kel. Come on.
My brother Kipling was like you. He would talk and talk and talk to get out of work, try to confuse people and talk around people.
I know how to fucking work.
Sure.
Okay, so you know my deal.
Did you roll deception?
No, essentially she just told you what it was, but you can.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Okay.
give it to you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Stage name?
Out of it, yeah. No, there really isn't a big secret behind it. It's just her trying to be cooler and more interesting.
All right. So you're just trying to change your image then?
I guess.
Okay.
It's very normal where I come from. It's very
I get
cool.
that. I completely understand. I get that. Kind of similar with me and the spiders. I'm
Okay.
not a sorcerer. Magic is not inherent in my blood. I'm not a wizard. I did not study for hours and hours on end to get where I was, though I am very good at studying. Kel's going to look around, and I am going to... Yeah. Okay, cool. Is going to look around and go, I have somebody that has given me gifts. They took a particular interest in my plight. I was in a really bad place. And I needed things. And she took me in. And she took care of me. And in return, I just have to provide knowledge to her. I have to learn as much as I can. So that's why you see me writing notes and sneaking around and observing people. It's not because I'm a pervert. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can.
You could be both.
I'm a little bit of a pervert.
All right. So what you're saying is you're not like these other wizards.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Manuka Honey.
I get that.
And the spiders are just her way of letting me know that she's there.
Oh, so the spider monsters, that's yours. That's you get powered from that.
No, they're not monsters at all. Spiders are actually quite helpful. They eat invasive insect species. They help balance ecosystems. They're quite beautiful.
So is this why Cynthia's always reading and whatnot? Cynthia seems like she knows what she's doing, though. She seems like, I mean, Cynthia's not like other wizards in her own way, but when it comes to magic, she seems very studied. So I'm confused. What's the connection here?
That's the thing. I have no idea. And now I was already interested in Cynthia because I know what Savka's bag is. Savka's trying to prove something to somebody and work hard and be the best. I had a conversation with her. She's very talented, but she puts too much pressure on herself. Kumo.
Yeah, liar. Yeah.
Maybe. Cynthia, I have no idea what Cynthia is. But now that you're telling me that she has spiders and webs all over her, I'm 10 times more interested. Manuka, honey, would you like to enter an alliance with me?
What kind of alliance we talking here?
A mutually beneficial one.
I'm listening.
You help make sure that I've got my back, watched after. Nobody fucks with me, and I get to do what I keep doing, observing, learning things. And I will let you know everything that you want to know about spiders, Kumo, Cynthia.
I don't care about Kumo at all. I don't know why you even brought that up.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Of course you don't care about Kumo at all. It's
all I want out of this is I just want to make sure Cynthia's all right, right? Like you've got your thing, you've got your spider, whatever. I don't get it. That's fine. That's your business. That doesn't feel like Cynthia's vibe, and I don't want Cynthia getting caught up in this.
I don't want her to get caught in the web either. She might be.
So you swear to me this wasn't your doing? You didn't pull her into this?
I had no idea. I thought I was the only one that could see them.
Okay. Well, look, I'll let you do your thing, and then you stay the fuck away from Cynthia. Like, in that way, Obviously, we're still friends and whatnot.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
But I don't know if this is alright. Cynthia's smart. She could figure this out on her own.
I would have no. Something you have to understand about me, Manuka, is I have no interest in things of that nature. That's all you.
I mean, like the spider shit. Keep her out of it.
Of course. Oh, yes, of course.
The way you hear the way you're saying these things to me, because it seems like you don't mean it.
Oh no, I just have a tone. Here, as a show of good faith, I'm gonna hand the book over to Manuka.
I don't want this thing.
You sure? You can turn it into the professor if you want to. You'd be lauded as a great hero. They'd probably say that you are probably one of the greatest magical minds that's come through Strixhaven. And wow, that Manuka honey is not like others.
You gave me a fake book? You gave me a fake book? This is a joke to you?
No, this is the real book. I haven't had time to make a fake book.
So we had this whole long conversation, and now suddenly you're fine with giving the book up. Here's the thing. I'm not stupid, Kel. I'm a lot of things. Stupid ain't one of them. I'm sorry.
Manuka, you had a conversation with me, and I've got to know you more, and you've gotten to know me more.
You don't fucking know me. But maybe you do know me a little bit. I don't know. It's my knee-jerk reaction when someone says they know me to immediately tell them they don't.
It makes sense. I understand it.
I acknowledge the progress we've made during this conversation.
We're two small people in a very big world that is too small for us.
On that note, I think the camera pans to Safka and Cynthia power walking to their dorms. Do you just go back to your rooms?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think. Do you want to get ready together? That's a thing I think people do before parties.
Not to be rude. I think I just need a moment to myself.
Thank God. Okay, bye.
And then the camera pans over to Kumo. Kumo, where do your friends live?
I suspect they're all around campus in various different colleges. Kumo believes that everyone should come together for a common cause, and that is to create a greater good for the universe and all of the universes. And Kumo can lead them to those places. So
yes,
there's several people, given Kumo's propensity for charisma and likability, that join Kumo's community.
Yes, Kumo.
So they're in all the colleges, and some might even be professors.
Your community is about 90 people right now.
Kumo is inviting all of them to come and celebrate the group that Kumo has created, and they need to decorate as well. Because Kumo can't do all this.
Roll me a...
The D100 was a 90, by the way.
Yeah, that you have 90 followers. That was how many followers you were going to have. But can you roll me a like insight check or something? Yeah, roll me an insight check.
Insight? What am I rolling insight on?
I'll tell you when you roll it.
Okay, so I got a nat 1.
Kumo's very happy. Kubo does not notice a difference in his follower count.
Kumo is high on life right now, and also high on the fact that time magic exists, and the Kumo may be learning time magic soon. If the Kumo's friends do not give away this book, and Kumo is incredibly worried about this, which is why Kumo sent Kel a message in the middle of this, as soon as Kel walked away, saying, Kel, if you get rid of that book, we're going to have problems, essentially.
So, Kel, you did get that message during the conversation.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
It was not a threat. It was more just like, Kel, please, you know better. This is too much power to just give away to some random professor.
To some professor. Yes. No.
So, who now? Kel, you still have the book.
Yeah, because Manuka didn't want it.
You are at a crossroads right now between your dorms and the professor's office. Manuka, Kel, where do you two go? Do you go to your own rooms? Do you take the book back? What are you doing?
I'm going to go to the professor. I'm going to tell him exactly what happened.
Manuka?
Manuka. Well, she thinks she's quite a good liar. We'll go ahead and leave Kel to whatever shenanigans he's up to. She's stepping out of this officially, whatever's going to book. She personally doesn't want the book or would understand its significance, so she's going to let Kel do his everything. She'll go back to her room.
So, Kel.
And by that, I mean Cynthia's room.
God damn it. Kel, you walk into the classroom building and into Professor Eccleston's room. You see the old professor drifting off, hunched over his desk, quill in hand.
Professor.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, hello. Well, welcome. Did you complete the assignment? Where's the rest? Do we need assistance?
They're resting, but it was awful, Professor.
What happened?
The swamp was completely booby-trapped. There was so many creatures. We started fighting, and we kept fighting, and bodies just stacked high like cornwood.
Oh my, where did this happen?
Right in the middle of Witherbloom Swamp, and I thought it was never going to stop, but then, well, Manuka? She thought she found the thing that we were looking for.
Is she okay?
She's fine. It was a trap itself, and, well, we narrowly escaped. A time storm of some kind of parameters opened up in the swamp and just sucked everything up, and it's all gone.
I have never.
I'm telling you, Professor, it was a time storm.
Roll me a deception check, please. Roll an insight check.
It's a 16. That's not a great roll. 16. I could do better.
I rolled a 15.
Perfect.
The professor just looks at you, concern in his eyes. Please tell me where it happened. I will go out there immediately and see if I can find anything. This is be amazing for theoretical time magic. That if we could find one.
Okay, Professor, I'll try, and I'm going to, with my best trembling hands, going to on a map circle, and it's going to be about a quarter of a mile away from where we were searching. And I'm going to shakily hand over the map and say, "Do your best, Professor. We're counting on you."
Thank you. Don't
Professor.
worry about the grade. I'll make sure you all have an A. You've dealt with so much.
Thank you.
Please, just do you need assistance? I could get. Do you want to go back to your room?
I think I'm going to take a nice bath and think of happier times.
Here. I could just give me a moment, and the professor touches you on the shoulder, and you are teleported back to your room.
Perfect. And as soon as I pop back into my room, you're gonna see Kel just adjust and start casually getting ready for a party. Like it was nothing. Oh, but first I'm going to use my encode thoughts, and that whole conversation with Manuka, I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to put it in my own personal collection of encoded thoughts.
As you are all getting ready, Kumo, you're browning up the Kumalites. I don't know. We never gave your people a name. We need them. They need to have a name. They are...
The Kuminati, of course.
The Kuminati. I'm sorry. That's so much better. The Kuminati is getting ready for this party. Kumo, where is this party taking place? Is it the tavern? Is it the stage? Where are you getting...
Oh, it's the tavern. We're absolutely taking over the tavern and all the outdoor area near the tavern, essentially. We got a table set up out there.
Yes, they put up signs, so they're actually there's a ring around the tavern as they're like telling people that need to go somewhere else.
Yes, there's other places. The Kumo has secured this place for tonight.
Safka, you're getting dressed in your room. Cynthia, you the same. Manuka, you're about to knock on Cynthia's door when Kel, on your bed, you notice as the sun is setting, there's a little flower on your bed. And as the sun sets, the flower starts growing. And right as the last rays of sun set out of your window, a little message pops out, and the flower kind of fizzles away.
How romantic. I'm going to pick up the message and read it.
Okay. What does it say? I'm trying to find it.
Oh, I thought you were asking somebody else, and I was like, wait, what? No, this is
lost
not how this goes at all.
So I deleted all of my notes for this game.
I've been there before. I've done that before too. Yeah.
And I am trying to find
and...
the Google Doc that I put it on.
What, you said listening to Slipknot?
Well, yeah, you're listening to Slipknot, and then you start reading the notes that you have for it, and then you just delete them all. Anybody else do that?
So, sorry. I found the page. I just had to mess with Zoom like 6 times.
No, you're fine.
As the flower opens up and the last petals kind of drift away and the message pops out, it just says, "It's a neat trick." And that's it.
Neat trick. It's a good joke.
Is this a message from your dad?
It's a neat trick. If only it was a haiku. Manuka.
It was a haiku.
You knock on Cynthia's door at the same time.
If it's unlocked, I'm just opening it. Would it be locked, Cynthia?
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's I mean, Manuka's neighborhood. Your family, your friends, just walk right in. You know, when you're here, your family. So she's in. Cynthia, everything cool? Everything going all right with you? Sorry about that stuff back there. It was kind of crazy, wasn't it? And man, can you believe that shit Kumo was saying? I was talking to the other people, and no one believes. This whole time, she's just talking, and Cynthia's room is like full of books and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Manuka's just walking around looking at books. She's looking for any connection to this spider shit that Kel's talked about. Just talking while just like not even really. She's not hiding the fact that she's just sort of perusing the books and whatnot, or anything that sticks out.
Even, like, acknowledged Manuka yet. She's like scratching in a journal, and like Cinnamon is just scurrying around, climbing on books and pages and shit. So,
how's Cinnamon doing? Anyway, and she's just gonna put on detect magic as well as she does so.
There's a lot of magic again, as you've seen. Everything's magic. Cynthia, would there be anything out in the open for Manuka to find that would relate to what is happening to you right now?
Not yet.
Okay. Manuka, you find nothing.
Yeah, so after just sort of, I assume Cynthia doesn't say much back. She usually doesn't, but yeah, just constant string of bullshit while just sort of walking around the room, checking things out, commenting on things as she picks them up. Like, oh man, I haven't read this one. This looks fascinating. Definitely have to check that out. Anyway, and just onto the other stuff. So eventually, yeah, she sort of gets to look around and just stops in front of Cynthia. Good talk. Anything you want to tell me?
Not really. If I do, I'll speak up.
It's a sad little smile.
I know I could be a bit much sometimes, right, Cynthia? It's important to me that you understand that, like, truly, I am trying to look out for you in the only way I know how. Unfortunately, it's with a. I don't know. Like I said, I know it could be much. I know it's not for everyone. But sometimes when I see someone that I think I trust and I think is a good person who deserves good things, sometimes I latch on a little too hard. And if that's the case, let me know. Otherwise, truly, I want you to feel comfortable just being open with me. I'm not always open with other people, but it would mean a lot. I just want you to know. Like, you know I'm looking out for you, right? Like, honestly.
Yeah, I understand completely. I'm just a little shaken up. I'll come around. I promise.
All right. Because if there's anything going on, I got you. All right? I mean that.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Okay. Cool. You can you go with like a hug or something? People do that?
And just soon as it was offered, arms fluffy right around Manuka.
Manuka kind of stiffens for a second, then just sort of leans into it. Goes for like the usual pat release, but just like lingers on the second pat and actually holds her in a hug. Okay, I believe you. I trust you. If anything ruins that, whew, I don't know what I would do. All right, I'll see you at the party, and gonna head out.
And I think there, everyone is able to get dressed and starts making their way to the tavern for the party, where there are plenty of drinks. This may be the first time you have seen the Kumalani in full force. They're all wearing matching
Fucking
purple
all
and
90
pink
of them.
bows. Some of them are partying, some of them are handling security, some of them are waiting the party, handing out drinks. And you all can do what you wish as you party away your problems after your great battle.
I just want to let everyone know what Kumo's wearing tonight.
Yes.
Kumo is wearing basically he's a rose and a stem. So the legs look like a rose stem, and the top opens up like a dress that blooms, and Kumo is outside of the rose, essentially. Sleeveless, shoulders showing, muscles flexing. And the Kumo obviously has a rose planted in his hair. Kumo looks like $1 million, of course.
Anyone else dress up? Want to describe what they're wearing?
Savka comes in what is like nice and like very like much like more of a statement than she would usually wear, but it's very clearly like wore this for like a dance recital. Like it's clearly like more costume than it is like clothing. But she sort of like looked at her closet and was like, oh, I actually only have dance clothes.
Hell is wearing a very nice pair of slacks with some nice boots, is wearing a long sleeve shirt with no collar, the standard jewelry that they wear. Sleeves are rolled up so you can see their tattoos, and a sweater vest that has the Witherbloom colors on it, and is probably sitting in a corner smoking and drinking and occasionally laughing at things that happens and being very suspicious of the Kuminati, and has the book out and is actively just like looking through the book and everything like that, not studying it too intently so that like, you know, they become incensed with it or anything, but like just occasionally looking at different plans and stuff and kind of comparing them to other stuff.
Would anyone else like to be dressed special or talk about how they look?
I think Cynthia is just wearing like this really bright yellow sundress, where Kumo is a rose, she's a sunflower.
Manuka?
This is a big night. Manuka's been sharing some stuff, so Manuka's gonna take a while because this is not her usual thing. But actually try a style with the hair down, goggles off. Maybe take off the leathers, put on a little something just a little softer, not anything like flashy or anything, but just not this hardened mechanic looking costume. And sort of takes a look at herself. It's like, all right, yeah. Soon as she gets to the door, though, all that confidence goes away. Immediately ties her hair back, grabs a jacket. Just sort of like, what the fuck was I? That would have been stupid. Yeah. Just sort of grabs some dirty clothes, puts it on. She'll put on one of her flashier jackets, like from her Steel Defender fighting ring. Sort of like a more like with a full Manuka honey with like Beelzebub on the back, sort of like a wrestler's what they would come out. So she'll put on a fancier jacket, but otherwise same old, and she'll head out that way.
And you are all at this party. And Ken party. If anyone would like to do anything if you would like to do something specifically at this party, we can do that. Or if you just want to have a wonderful night, we can move on.
Kel is going to bring out their own Book of Shadows, spell book or whatever, and is going to. Kel does not call it Book of Shadows. It's a very lame thing to call your spell book. And is not going to do the whole weeb thing of like, this is my Book of Shadows. No, but is like going to walk up to Kumo and be like, Kumo, can you do something for me?
The Kumo would happily oblige for a friend count.
Can you sign your name on this page right here? And it says friends at the top.
Kumo's going to look at this book, and I'm going to... Kumo does have some sense of self-preservation and paranoia, so I'm going to roll an investigation check. Just take a look at this.
Go ahead.
Before I go all in on writing my name on this book.
Why is this book bleeding?
Kumo has seen Death Note.
It's a 10. Kumo writes his name on the book.
You're a little bit like, why? It's not the end of the year. This isn't a yearbook, but you write your name on the
Kumo
book.
finds Kel a little creepy, but Kumo also knows that Kel protected the book, so this is a trust thing
to
from Kumo.
So
It's and just to describe my spell book, it's like a little black book. It's something that you'd see. It's almost like those field notes books that you would occasionally.
I thought
see.
you talking like a little black book of like phone numbers from like back in the day.
There is a section for that. You know,
Kumo
if I gotta
writes
get
down
somebody's
his digits.
Yeah, if I gotta get somebody's sending stones number, you know, no, and then immediately as soon as
What's
you
your
do that,
teleportation sigil?
yeah, come on now, quit playing. You're gonna see Kel. Look at Kumo and say, "Do you want to see something cool?"
Kumo loves cool things.
Going to, with a flourish, touch Kumo's name. And I am going to be able to cast Sending at will to Kumo, up to 25 words.
Nice.
And I'm going to say, Kumalani, Swamp Pimp Renar, you have done a great job. Kumalani, Swamp Pimp Renar. No, it's a hyphenated word, so.
Yes, hyphenated
You
word.
have done a great job with this party. That's it.
Honestly, Kumo would probably like do like a schoolgirl jump and clap sort of thing. Just,
And as you see when I touch it, you see writing. What I'm saying is written into the book, and after a minute, it fades away.
The Kumo is looking forward to study. The Kumo
Means
thinks
well, Kumo.
you are very, very crafty. And the Kumo also believes that you don't believe Manuka Honey's lies. The Kumo has no reason to lie about anything.
That's the thing about me, Kumo. I've got eyes and ears everywhere.
Kumo will pretend
That
to not be
sounded a
creeped
lot.
out by this.
That sounded a lot creepier than I intended. I'm very observant.
The Kumo hopes that you enjoy yourself.
I will try. And I am going to, and we can montage this thing, but I'm going to do that with the rest of my party and go around. If anybody wants to role play, they can. But
Yeah.
it's essentially the same thing.
Does anyone not put their name in the book? Okay.
Not on that same page. She's gonna flip around, look at
Okay.
Paige, look at you, and then write her real name.
Oh,
Okay. Perfect.
very nice.
You should DM me that real name. I want to know. I don't want anybody else.
It's
I don't want anybody
Anything
else.
else anyone would like to do before the night is over?
One more thing.
Yes.
Kumo is going to go and talk to Cynthia and Safka. Kind of gather them up because this is a party. Kumo is actively avoiding Manuka, not because he's bothered by Manuka, more because Manuka lied on Kumo, and Kumo is very upset by this. And Kumo goes to you two, and Kumo's like, the Kumo has brought you gifts.
I didn't get Kumo anything.
The Kumo does not need a gift in return. The Kumo is a friend of Safka and Cynthia. And Kumo, Kuminati, bring out the present. And Kumo has an ice sculpture made of Safka dancing. Just a full ass life size ice sculpture of Safka. The Kumo wishes to celebrate Safka's accomplishments and skills. While the ice sculpture may melt, your skills will live forever.
Thank you.
And then Kumo gives Cynthia a wrapped package with a bow on top of it. And do you open the package, Cynthia?
It's not an ice sculpture, so she's thrilled. So she's gonna open it politely, like doing very hard not to tear the wrapping paper.
Kumo gives you an Earth dictionary and thesaurus in English.
She's a little choked up.
The Kumo has enjoyed all of his time studying with you, Cynthia, my fluffy friend. Kumo
She's
will
already
leave you
like-
to your devices.
I stopped once the like crying started happening. Safka like took a step back and is
just-
like went to go sit by Kel with their book.
Safka, before you walk
Yeah.
off, you do stop
Yeah.
for a second and look at the ice sculpture. I rolled a performance to see how well the Kunuminati would have done, and they rolled a natural 20.
Shit.
on this
Hey!
ice sculpture.
It's really good.
So
okay,
it is
yeah.
a natural 20 to 20, makes it a 25 piece of artwork.
Okay, yeah, I admire it. I'm in. Look, I'm a bard. I've got an eye for art. It's not my preferred medium, but I do check it out.
And you are from where it's cold, so you have seen ice sculptures before.
Yeah,
This is probably the most beautiful ice sculpture you have ever seen.
this is it's very nice. I think the the degree to which like her village would have had this. I feel like there's probably like a village a few towns over that like had a festival of this, and so she's definitely impressed with it. But also just the sheer magnitude of the gift has made her like, she gets choked up for a second and then retreats. Like, no, I can't interface with this.
And will that conclude our tonight's activities?
Yeah. Kumo just gets incredibly drunk and has a wonderful night.
Yeah, Manuka gets drunk fast. Is mostly talking to the... Are we friendly? The Kumalati?
The Kuminati.
Kuminati. There we go. The Kuminati. Just sort of hanging out, always cup in her hand. Even look at this fucking sculpture. Like, this bitch, even in the fucking ice, she's fucking beautiful. It pisses me off. It just kind of gets you very much wants to figure out who the fuck these people are and why they're so obsessed with Kumo. And if they've kissed Kumo.
You just give me a perception.
Two.
A lot's going on. You're very drunk.
Yeah, so what the fuck you follow this guy anyway? Does it kiss you or something? Does it kiss everyone in here? Is that just like not a big deal to him? It's not to me, but I don't know. I don't fucking know him. What the fuck's this guy going on with? Half the time she's probably talking to the ice sculpture, thinking she's talking to one
Manuka's
of the...
just drunk muttering now to herself and the ice sculpture. And the few Illuminati that stop and are... You all notice something about the Illuminati. They're all very nice. They're accepting, they're welcoming, and are genuinely just happy to interact and have a great time. You don't hear fighting, you don't hear yelling as people get drunker. None of that happens. They do get a little friskier. There's a lot more love. But do you feel as comfortable as you could feel in a room full of people who accept you for who you are?
Oh, I hate it. Yeah, Manuka swings at someone. Manuka gets kicked out of the party at some point for swinging on someone, but yeah.
Is there like music playing?
Yes.
Like it's a party. Yeah. I think Savka at
There's like
certain
a live
point is gonna want to dance, but not with the Kuminati and not by herself. So Manuka seems like, is Manuka like angry drunk at any point, or is there any point where like
minute to minute?
Okay, I think
she might be crying in the corner at some point. She might be swinging on something. Whatever. Just a lot of
one
emotions.
of those minutes where you're headed to the corner or leaving a corner.
I don't know what show, but Manuka sounds like my type.
I was gonna dance, but I don't know any of them. Do you wanna dance?
You don't think I can fucking dance?
No, I think you can.
Stupid hot bitch. Watch this. Come with me.
What?
Yeah, no, Manuka will 100% try to dance with Savka.
Savka realizes she's in over her head in this situation. She thought dancing would put her on like higher ground, grabs 2 drinks, downs them, downs the other, sets them back, and goes out to dance.
You and Manuka dance the rest of the night away. Manuka still randomly drunk and wanders off, arguing with your ice sculpture for some reason. And
can I do a performance check to try to like lead to keep Manuka from wandering?
Yes.
Great.
I've got one thing I want to do. It's very
that is a
complicated,
nat
so-
20 plus 10.
Holy
I just rolled a 30
shit.
to dance with Manuka, honey.
You
Holy shit.
dance so well that Manuka no longer looks drunk dancing. Like, it is seamless.
yeah.
Anytime Manuka stumbles, you turn and you move.
It's a move. It's a fluid motion.
Beautiful. There are people who are stopping and watching this happen, not in like a weird, but like the artistry of your
Oh
dancing.
yeah, I'm prestidigitating like sparkles and fireworks around this shit.
Savka like leans into Manuka like, I don't know why he's doing that. I don't need those.
It's fucking beautiful, whatever it is.
Manuka, you have never moved like this in your life.
Oh, Manuka fucking loves this. Yeah, she's feels like a fucking princess. She says that a lot. Like a fucking princess right now.
It's the best feeling in the world, honestly. She'll like do like a twirl.
Kel, what was the thing you wanted to do before we wrap up?
Kel is going to try to Irish goodbye, but then think better of it and is going to walk up to where Cynthia might be sitting and drinking. And is going to grab a bar napkin and crumple it up in Kel's hands. And I'm going to cast origami on it and turn it into an origami spider. And I'm going to put it in front of Cynthia and say, when you're ready, we can talk.
Kel, as you cast that, there was a moment where it seems to go slower than normal.
Shit, son. Somebody's pissed.
But that happens, Cynthia.
Does she notice that the casting takes a little bit longer, or is it not that noticeable?
It's not to a degree that I think someone else would notice. It'd be more of like when
Kel
you cast a
notices,
spell,
Yeah.
it just doesn't quite leave your fingertips fast enough.
Especially because that's a cantrip. It's like that should have been just like
It should have been instantaneous, but nothing enough that you would notice. You've also been drinking, so I think
Probably to you, it'd probably just look like an intimate, like I'm taking my time with this and I'm sitting down a gift in front of it. It's like showmanship, probably. But yeah, and just looks and then just like turns and fades into a crowd of pink wearing fucking Jared Leto fans and is gonna walk back by themselves to their dorm.
And I think with that, we'll go ahead and take a break before we get to the second half of our game. Give me 1 second. I just got rid of the script completely because I didn't need it for what y'all did. This is Strixhaven After the Fall, presented by Gehenna Gaming. Grab a drink, and if you're enjoying the game, pop into our Discord server for a chat with me, the cast, and the rest of the community.
All right.
PRB, everyone.
P right back.
And we're back from break, everyone. Hi. Yeah, Wes, that was heard.
Good. Can I get a yeehaw girl in the chat, please?
So, we left. You were at a party. A wonderful party thrown by Kumo and the Kumalati. You all had a great...
Kuminati. Get it right and keep it right.
I'm not.
It's like Illuminati. You just Kumo in front of the naughty part.
Kumo naughty.
Kumo's naughty. Yes.
Kumo is naughty.
Naughty. Kumo naughty.
The naughty Kumos. And we're going to have a time jump. We're going to jump. Bully, you look so concerned. For a second, I was like, did you not know? And we're going to jump about 3 months in the future.
Damn.
You have about another 2 weeks left of the semester. During this time, you've been studying, going to class, working together, with no big, significant things happening through the school. What have you been doing during these last 3 months? Let's start with Manuka. Or we can start with someone else. Let's start.
Wait, did you say my name?
I said Manuka.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Completely cut out for a second. I saw everyone staring at me. What'd you say?
What has Manuka been doing during the last 3 months?
I don't fucking know. Let's start with someone else.
Okay. Kumo.
Fantastic.
What have you been doing the last 3 months?
Kumo has been studying this book and learning time magic with Kel, I imagine, unless Kel's not there, because Kumo is obsessed with learning about how to control time. That, like, from the moment he heard about time magic, that was like the thing. I need to know. Tell me about it. The Kumo can only be maximum Kumo with control of time.
Okay, so to clarify, you're studying Morgaxar's journal.
I am learning any spells from the book. I am studying it. I am writing shit down in a language I can actually comprehend all the time instead of sometimes without using spell slots, that sort of thing.
And you were able to do that with Kel's help. You two were able to search the book. You've deciphered all the pages and copied it into another book. There's lots of theoretical magic, some of it not finalized. A lot of it is based on magic from not just this plane, but other planes. So you think, Kumo, that you're going to be, you might have to eventually travel through multiple planes to actually learn all of the techniques and to collect all of the parts needed to make every device in the book. But you're picking up some stuff and starting to learn a little bit more. Anything else?
Would I've had time to do it?
You could do one more thing.
Oh yeah, then I am shunting myself across the plains between classes to pick up materials. And this will actually be because Kumo wants to give Manuka things to build.
Interesting. Okay. Kumo, you have traveled through the plains multiple times. This is not new for you. You can easily travel between the planes and are collecting a mass of parts and pieces of different mechanical objects through various realms. Some of them in the book, some of them are just cool little things that you have found in various places.
Cool.
Cool.
That's all I want to do.
Perfect.
Maybe pick up a follower or two along the way if they are wondering what the Kumo is doing. But
have you seen Kumo's charisma?
I'm very charismatic, and I have expertise in persuasion.
3 months, you could easily pick up 100 followers. I've seen Prince's Twitter.
Damn.
77.
You have picked up 77 new followers. Some of them have come back to the school. Some of them stay on their own plane, spreading the word of Kumo. You are a kind ruler and let people do whatever they want. But the word of Kumo has spread across multiple planes now, including ours in the real world, us, as you're hearing about Kumo now.
You're doing a bad thing, April.
I can't condone this.
Kumo has broken the fourth wall. Kumo is real.
Kumo is meta.
The Kumo has broke through meta.
Jesus.
Kel,
Yes.
since
hi.
Kumo was studying with you, would you like to tell us next what you were doing?
Indeed. During that time, I am taking notes. I'm writing down my own personal notes, and I'm also writing a secondary set of notes for which that I am going to essentially be providing to my patron, El Patron, because that is the deal, is that I am supposed to learn new things for my patron, and so thus I would like to give those to her to hopefully be able to cast magic faster, please. Thank you.
You are able to make a copy of the book with no problem. Is there a
Perfect.
secondary thing you would like to do?
Yes, I would love, actually, nothing more. Learning and seeing the reactions that Manuka, Honey, Safka, Patrick, Cynthia, cannot pronounce that last name, and I apologize, at Vinvox VA, Flame Kauda. I think I tried.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh shit! Fucking nailed it! Hell yeah! 10s across the board. Flame. I am going to utilize Improv Club to help me
There
become.
was never an improv club or drama
Jesus
club this year.
fucking
at
Christ,
Strixhaven.
April! You can't just erase an entire art form that is very important to our whole industry.
The art form does exist. There is just no drama club at Strixhaven this year due to the lack of
my
students.
God, is there a public speaking? Wait, a lack of student? Okay, I was gonna learn how to be a better person and not be as creepy, but then realizing there's a lack of students, fucking Detective Kel Ballum is on the case. All right, I'm gonna grab my fucking hat. I'm gonna start investigating disappearances of students. All right, it's gonna be like Case Closed. Y'all ever seen that anime?
Kel, roll me an investigation check, please, with advantage, because this will kind of cover the last 2 months.
Perfect. We'll roll it with advantage. While I'm rolling this, I'm going to tell you about Case Closed. Case Closed is an anime about one of the world's greatest detectives that gets turned into a small boy.
I think you need to make the roll, please.
Okay, so that's a 23.
A 23. Kel.
And a 19. So yeah, 23.
There have been no disappearances.
Shut up.
The school this year only had about 25% enrollment.
That's not...
as opposed to the 85 or 90% that was expected.
I'm getting Manuka honeyed right now, which means I'm getting April Ray gunned right now, which means I'm getting April Ray gun. This is a fucking... This is a donut that's inside a donut's hole that's inside a donut's hole. But actually...
One thing you do discover is that there are a lot of gaps in people's memories. Professors and students that you would expect, class president, professors of certain classes like Basic Potions 101, never showed up this year.
Mm-hmm.
And with that investigation check, you have noticed a bit of gold dust randomly in places.
So instead of being a more personable person and less creepy, you are going to all notice, as my fellow study group mates, going to notice that Kel is becoming much more unhinged, talking about disappearing students that were actually never here before. There's more gold dust all over the place, and being very, very insistent on using encode thoughts on all of us and having like a group like encode thoughts pool of like things of like, if we forget it, at least we have it here and we can take it, we can look at it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking
Speaking of that, question for you.
Yes.
Actually, if you're not going to say it, I'm not going to give you
No, go for it.
No, if you didn't think of it, I'm not going to do it for you.
Put it out there. I think I know exactly what's going on.
So that was your 2 things that you did? You didn't do anything else?
Also kept trying to hang around Cynthia to see if maybe they want to open up about the spiders, but you know, if she doesn't want to, it's fine. It's you know, it's casual.
When we get to Cynthia, we'll see if they wanted to hang out.
You know, it's fine. It's whatever. It's casual.
But we'll go to Cynthia next, then. Cynthia, what have you been doing this time?
Well, it feels like I just copied off of infamous Wes Frank graphic designer's homework. Cynthia's also becoming a little more recluse. Of course, she's always been in the library, but now she's more confined in her room, taking notes, trying to figure out what is going on with her new levels. Not necessarily contacting the patron, but just like trying to link things as carefully as possible. Her own web, so to speak.
You do notice that every time you do make a connection, and that joy of making a connection, you could swear that there's a bit of spider web from your finger to whatever you touch to make the connect. You know what I'm talking? Like if you do like a drawing in the air, a faint spider web appears.
It probably feels like shit on fur. Especially like paws. Ugh.
It has no feeling. It's spectral.
Even better.
I'm walking into spider webs.
Anything else you would like to do?
I mean, I guess she and Kel can have a conversation. I guess.
How does this conversation happen? Kel, since you wanted to initiate it, I'll let you.
I feel like when there's like study group stuff and we're all hanging out and stuff like that, Kel does a thing where it's like, well, I guess I'm going to go back to my dorm now. Guess I'll see you guys later. that whole thing of like, I'm going to linger a little bit. And if nobody says anything, I'm going to just go on and leave. And I think that happens a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, okay, fine. You know, I put the ball in your court, Cynthia.
Anywho, I think if this counts as a signal, she's been using the origami spider as a bookmark. And one day in particular, she leaves the book open for the spider to be on display.
Kel's going to wait in a hallway that's off the side of the study room, like in shadows, waiting, smoking the cigar, just waiting like a detective. And when Cynthia walks by, he's going to do a, psst, hey.
Oh. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, I'd much rather not walk and talk. Can we just pick a spot, maybe?
Oh, yes. No, there's actually in a Witherbloom, there's a nice little cove that has like a bench on it. It's a natural bench. And then Reggie shows up sometimes. But if you have some food for him, then he won't bother you too much.
Sure.
All right. And I'll go ahead and lead Cynthia to that area where we saw before where the undead alligator nipped at my jacket. So a little bird told me, or I guess I should say a little bee told me that you and I are connected in some way.
Yeah. A little, teensy bit.
Has she talked to you yet?
I mean, the initial thing that happened in the swamp, yes, but I haven't reached out since then.
She'll talk to you when you're ready. Or when you need her to.
Here's the thing. I never wanted to be ready. Surprise, I actually knew you were the whole favored, chosen thing before the study group even happened.
It's not chosen. It's not a favored thing. It's just I'm helping someone out who helped me out and who's helping me out.
And she gives him like that, that really look.
Do you want to know about her?
I already know.
Do you?
I do, actually.
Okay, fine then. What's her name then? And you see Kel get kind of defensive almost like.
Excuse me. She just pulls her arms a little bit, a slight frown, because how it came, I don't remember.
It's Ungul. I just sent it to you.
The Ungul.
And she says that because I was gonna choke on that word.
Perfect.
Cynthia says the correct word.
Perfect. The Ungul. So you do know her.
I do. Surprise. My dad's a cleric. My sibling's a cleric of her. I never felt.
Wait. Other cultures worship her? I thought that was like a halfling thing. She's kind of like a boogeyman of sorts for my people, but she actually gets a bad rap. She's quite useful and quite helpful.
I'm sure there's some plains reason for that, but my father was a traveling cleric before he met my mom, and my sibling also does things, and it never really connected with me.
What's connecting now? It's how do you feel? Do you feel great? Do you feel like you can do whatever you can?
I feel defeated.
Why defeated?
Because I never wanted to do this. I wanted to learn something on my own merit, you know? I
But
feel like I cheated magic.
you can learn. You can still learn. She wants to take in knowledge. I still learn. I don't have to sleep anymore, Cynthia. I can stay up all hours and I can read and read and I can read everything. Here, show me something in your hand. Something in like your language, your tongue. I'm pretty sure I can.
You don't sleep?
No, I don't have to sleep anymore.
Why do you not want us to?
Well, there's so many hours in the day. There's only so many minutes within those hours, and there's so many seconds within those minutes, and that can be used doing productive things like learning things about people and
Like
learning things
rest.
about how to.
Rest is also productive.
I don't have to though. So if I don't have to, then I shouldn't waste time doing it. It's very important that I learn all I can and graduate so I can go back and I can fix things. And she's helping me, and she obviously chose you, and she's going to help you too. And you shouldn't feel bad that you have to. It's not a cheat. It's help. It's guidance.
This sad little they them. Uh, Cynthia's trying so hard, like, not to pity Kel in this moment. Like, she understands the fervor and the passion, but there's like this just twinge of sadness that like she
Look.
cannot completely mask.
How can I convince you that this is a good thing? How can I show you? I don't need to convince you. I need to show you.
Someone's been trying to show me my entire life, and not in a aggressive way or forceful way. It's just not me.
That's okay, but like, what good is just wasting something that's been given to you, like a gift? In some cultures across the plains, it's rude to not accept a gift.
Okay, you got me there. Look, I really didn't mean to make this this conversation, now it's in the open, or at least between the two of us. Is this another alliance?
I only use that word with Manuka. I kind of just think that we're all in a study group and we're kind of friends now. But I keep up the alliance shtick because I think that she might have watched a little bit too much of. There's a program from one of the planes. It's about a bunch of people being trapped on an island and they have to work with each other, but they actually don't work with each other because they have to win a bunch of money, and it's very confusing as to why they. You get it.
I think I do. We should probably split, and before other people think other things. Not that that's
No. We don't have to. Oh, you think that maybe people might think that we're.
Ronnie,
Oh,
sir.
no, Never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was very untoward. It wasn't very.
Soon as someone might say that you may have tripped or got caught in a contraption, and we didn't. And
I mean,
she
yeah.
just
I
made
mean,
this little circle.
do you not want to? Never mind. I'm going to. Kel's gonna stand up and like grab their jacket and stand up and like adjust themselves and be like, "I'm sorry to bother you with this.
No, I appreciate it. Now we can.
No.
make sense of it.
You're very focused and on what you want to do and the things that you need to do, and I'm very focused on things I need to do, and I shouldn't have distracted you with things like that. And I apologize.
No, I appreciate your concern, if anything.
As you part ways, Kel,
Yeah.
you have been used to feeling the Ungul's presence at all times for a while now.
April, don't do this to me.
The last few months, it hasn't felt as strong or as connected. There have been a few times you've wondered if Ungol's even listening to you anymore. But why would you doubt the Ungol? You feel that grip that she usually has on your shoulder loosen and then dig in deeper. As you hear, "Do not ruin this for me."
Kel's gonna actually. Kel typically does not respond. Kel just typically just says yeah, and Kel's gonna go, "I'm not ruining anything. I'm doing exactly what you told me to do."
No response.
Nice, very nice. And they're going to shoulder their bag, and they're going to go back to the library, and they're going to study things on water magic and all that good stuff that they do when they're not focused on the book with Kumo.
Sounds good. Sokka, Manuka, we have you two left. Who would like to go first?
I can go.
Sokka, what have you been doing? Give me two things.
Two? Oh, okay. I had more than two. Is that okay?
How many? I don't know. Let's go until I.
Can you
So,
consolidate those
let's
things?
see what you got.
So the one thing is the thing that she's been doing all semester, which is composing a big piece.
Oh yeah, that you just have.
Yeah, so
You're always
working on
working on
that.
that.
Spending time on a piece of music that she's composing.
Yes.
Second thing, this isn't really an active thing she's doing, but seeing Kel become more unhinged and knowing that Kel likes to go be a stalker is just like openly when Kel is trying to like get information, we'll just invite Kel in of like, just sit there and be quiet and you can watch what I'm doing. And we'll just like consent to it to allow it to happen. And then
yeah, that's just a thing you can do.
yeah. And then after dancing with Manuka at the party, and then them already being on the what team are we on? The gymnastics team?
There's no gymnastics team.
There's no gymnastics team. See?
See, so there's no gymnastics team. So I think so is this something that happens like partway through that we feel like there's no gymnastics team? Like what? Or is that something at the beginning of these 2 months?
It can be partway through if you really want gymnastics.
Yeah, well, because I was gonna say, I feel like she goes to like knock on Manuka's door of like, hey, we should practice or we should get the routine together, and then it's like, has the moment where it's like, why am I here?
That does happen.
Yeah.
Because you were in multiple clubs with Manuka, part of you feels like there are times where you need to be like, hey, Manuka, we need to.
And it's like a little, when she can't figure out why she's supposed to be there, she's like a little sad. She doesn't have a reason. But she'll like go to knock on the door to try to work on something. Maybe now she's gonna like show the piece she's been working on all semester.
Okay.
So like, yeah, can't figure out why she's there, but wanted to come work on something. Yeah. And then I think that's it. Otherwise, she's just like studying and stuff.
Sounds good. So do you want to go talk to Manuka?
Yeah.
Is that okay
Yeah,
with Manuka? Would Manuka open the door?
Yeah.
Proceed.
I feel like I'm forgetting something now. Do you know that feeling that we keep getting?
What? No, what
I
do
came over
you...
here to do something, and I knocked on the door, and now I'm feeling that weird memory feeling, like we were working on something.
I don't think we were. I mean, I'm working on it, like, point to, like, a half-disassembled Beelzebub. I'm working on, like, making him, like, hurt things better, you know?
I will
and usually work on...
this. Because gymnastics disappears midway through this, any physical pains or changes that happen during gymnastics lasts. So if you pulled a muscle during gymnastics, or if you worked out a lot,
yeah,
you would still have those feelings afterwards.
I feel like Sokka has those anyway because she's always working on stuff.
But same with Manuka. Manuka would also feel those. And anyone else who did a physical club that no longer
Okay.
exists.
I mean, yeah, it makes a little sense now that you actually say it out loud. We were up to something. I don't know. I got a lot on my plate. You don't remember? But you came here, so you must remember something.
Yeah.
You're not
just feel like we
fucking
were
with me?
working on
Because I feel like a
something.
lot of people have been fucking with me lately. You know, hiding things.
No.
You're not one
I
of
feel
them?
like I know better. I don't usually fuck with people.
Well, at the very beginning, you fucked with me and pretended like you didn't know prestidigitation. But we've moved past that, right?
I am not fucking with you about that. Can I guess show you what I'm working on then? Or do you want to work on
Oh, I mean, yeah, you
something?
got something to show
I
me?
don't
Yeah,
know.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I'll get my tap shoes out and get my violin. And Savka does like a little dance where she taps along to the beat and plays her song. Am I rolling?
Let's do a performance check with advantage.
Great.
Because you've been studying this and working on this for a while.
Okay, that is a 24.
It is beautiful. Describe to us what this dance and song sound.
So it's I feel like it starts off very soft and sweet. And then kind of builds to this big like melancholy feeling in the middle of like this very bittersweet where the dance sort of picks up and then gets really slow suddenly, and then builds back down into that same like sweetness from the beginning. And it's like very polished, very like the she never loses like the sort of like rhythm with her feet. She keeps time like a fucking metronome. And sort of stops and takes like notes for a second and is like taking notes on like steps that could have been better or like, you know, this note or that note. I feel like, and she kind of shows Manuka the notes of like what she thinks she should improve on.
Manuka, what do you notice the notes are very harsh.
Yeah, Manuka's like wiping away some tears a little bit. That was something. Yeah, that was whatever. What you sort of looking through the notebook. Look, I know we've been at this for a while, but me and you we're different, right? Like we've come pretty far, but like that doesn't mean I don't know how to say this. Like we're just I don't like you, but I fucking love you, Safka. That was something honestly beyond you've. That was beautiful. There was a rock gnome back in my village who used to try to do the thing like play an instrument and dance at the same time. Well, her name was like Silva Sterling or Lindsay Sterling, something like that. She's got nothing on you. That was fucking next level. I loved that was honestly, and usually I like things a little more flashy, you know, a little more fucking in your face, get the fucking heart rate going. But that was god damn, you got me feeling all sorts of things without even you didn't even say shit. You didn't even hit anything. And I feel like fuck, God. Just it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good.
Good. Is there anything that could be better? I feel like, and she like pulls a violin and will like play a section that she played and like slightly different or like change the key a little bit or like pull something out.
No, what the fuck are you talking about? No, you're overthinking this, right? Like this shit. I'm like pointing to Beelzebub. That takes like a lot of that is just like precise calculations. You got the fucking talent already. I think it's only going to get better by you stop thinking about it and just start doing the fucking thing, right? The more of yourself you put in there, not like the theory or the this or the technique, just you. All that stuff's there. The more of you I see, the better that is. That was fucking, it was good. It was fucking better than good. It was fucking fantastic. Best thing I've seen all year.
Do you mean that?
You call me a fucking
Really?
liar right now, Safka?
No, it's hard for me to believe you, not because I think you're a liar, but just because I don't think.
Yeah, that's good. Stop thinking. Just fucking do your thing. You're amazing. You're a fucking genius. Naturally. Some of us gotta work for our shit. I'm a little pissed off, honestly. But you know what? I know you work for it too. I know you've put in the work and you've perfected all that shit. All that's left is you. The more we see of you, the better this is. And honestly, I take offense to you not believing me, but that's okay. That's not here or there. But you being unsure that was anything but fucking spectacular is, you're a fucking dumbass in that respect. No offense.
Thank you.
Hey,
wipes a tear away. That means a lot. I look up to you a lot. She kind of gestures to Beelzebub and everything. You're a fucking genius too.
Yeah, I know. We're a couple of fucking geniuses in here. That's a good thing. That's a fucking great thing.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, no matter what happens with all this shit going on between fucking Kel and Kumo, and I hate to say it, I don't even know what's going on with Cynthia, but me and you, hey, in my heart, you got immunity to the end.
That means a lot. You're kind of like an idol to me, if I'm being honest.
Hey,
I think that wraps up that conversation. Normally just gonna let you go, but I think that's a good stopping place. Manuka, what are you doing during this time?
Yeah, with like memories fading and people sort of withdrawing a little bit. Manuka's not going to be the one to push things. If she feels anyone withdraw even a little bit, that's she's not going to mess that up. Not that she's going to like go cold on them, but she's not the one that's going to like reach out to be like, hey, you seem a little off. What's going on? Like, because she's afraid she did something wrong and she doesn't want to make that worse. So the best thing she could do is not push it. So yeah, it just sort of becomes more of just putting herself in her work. Everyone else seems to be working hard and studying and whatnot. And she's convinced Kel is going to kiss her or kill her one of these times. So she needs to be fucking ready. As much as he's a little they're a little fucking twerp. Manuka understands that they are dangerous and talented, and there's a lot more going on there that she would never admit. She wants to be ready just in case. Not just for that, but if there's some weird fucking spider thing that might have a hold on Kel and her friend Cynthia, she needs to be ready for that. So it's training, it's montage, it's making Beelzebub bigger, better, making sure she is bigger and better. And the best way, again, she used to test herself in the fucking fighting pits and in the ring. There's no such thing here. And a lot of the clubs and combat things seem to be fading, or she doesn't really remember where this place is to do that. But there's one motherfucker who's quite a specimen. If there's anything you test your Steel Guardian on, it's fucking Kumo. Maybe Kumo and a handful of the Kumalati even at the same time. So I think if Kumo allows, a lot of the testing of her Steel Defender is going to be specifically just like putting it in the ring against Kumo. And then, and a lot of that requires her to like watch Kumo, really to understand like his battle tactics, understand how his body moves and the physical, his physical capabilities, so she can then, make adjustments and specifications to a robot. Sometimes she has to take measurements or things like that, or like, hey, I need you to do this again, that again, just for science, for strictly work.
Kumo.
But yeah.
Would you have agreed to fight the Steel Defender?
On one condition.
Which is?
Manuka stop lying.
Impossible.
That's the only way that Kumo will agree. Kumo will not agree unless Manuka stops lying on Kumo, because Kumo believes in honesty. And Kumo doesn't think it's that big of a deal. So he's confused as to why Manuka would lie about this to the group.
Well, it's not a big deal. So
unless Manuka
I think there would be a
agrees.
combo where she's like, all right, fucking, like, between me and you, yeah, it fucking happened. We know
No.
Is that good enough?
Not between you and the Kumo. This is between you and the rest of you and the Kumo's group.
So you want me just to be another you want everyone to think I'm just like one of those other girls, huh? Is that so important to
The
you? You can't
Kumo
let me
does
have
not
this one
give a
thing.
shit about you being like other girls. The Kumo likes Manuka Honey the way Manuka Honey is, but Manuka Honey needs to admit who Manuka Honey is.
The fuck you say to me?
Kumo did not stutter.
New fucking deal. You and me. If you can take me, I'll admit whatever you want. If you can't take me, you're fighting the robot the rest of the semester.
I think Kumo would loom over you and be like, the Kumo does not need to fight you. The Kumo is already in your head.
And I think that's a
You
great...
make the deal you want to make, but this one does not fly.
And I think that gives Manuka your answer about training with Kumo. And that is our time jump. Just gonna let you have a minute with that, bully. Giving you a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, we all need a minute after that. Damn. Damn, Kumo. It is the morning of the water dancing regionals. You have all been training for this for the last week when Savka came to you all with an unusual problem. Savka has been preparing a water dance routine, stepping in for the choreographer for the last couple months, but there's no team. And there needs to be 5 people to compete. So, to help, you have all agreed to enter the water dancing competition with Savka. Can't shake your head. I've already said it.
The Kumo is happy to wear a
It is a
bikini.
major. Oh my god, this is torture.
You do know that if you do take part in something like this, it is a bonus grade that is added to your cumulative total, which could be a huge benefit. Granted, most of you are doing good in school right now because you've all been studying.
Okay. April, I would like to go talk to Savka alone if Savka is okay with that.
Afka's
When-
okay with it.
When are you doing this?
Can I say we do it where I'm teaching you the routine that I wrote?
Yes.
And it's like after that? Great.
Okay.
Great.
So let's say the day before.
Okay.
Kel's got a towel around their neck, you know. Joanna goes, I'm really excited to be able to help you out with this, I think. They have 2 left feet. Is it okay if I do the routine like on the shore? Like almost as like a away from everybody.
No, that's sort of, it's like a synchronized thing. You guys will all be in the water and I'll sort of be directing you from the
Okay,
shore.
great. No. So so what if I took like ice pods? Or like I turned ice in the water and I just did it on like kind of like how we're doing it here on the ground on land, because it's very clear about doing it on land, but not in the water. You know, like on ice, you know, but I'm in the water, but I'm not in the water.
No, but it's an aquatic dance. So we would be in you all would be in the water doing the dance.
Is there a way maybe I could learn? I'm really good at learning things, and I could learn the choreography.
Cal, look at me. If there was a way to do this not in the water, I would not be choreographing.
I can't do it in the water.
How
I
can
will
you
do
not?
it. I will do it in lava. I will do it in a jungle. I will do it in the snow. I will go to a rock-laden, barren place in the plains, but I cannot do it in the water.
Why not?
When I was very young, the village that I lived in was built on a floodplain, and it rained very heavily for a long time. And my family, my mother and father, and my siblings got swept away. And I haven't seen them since. And I'm sure some of them are alive. And I don't think it's very tragic or anything. Like, they're all dead, but I haven't seen them in a long time. And I can't do it in the water.
Okay.
So if you have an alternative or something, maybe you can knock me out and put a spell on me so that I can just move along with people or something.
Do you know a spell like that?
I've been trying to find one. I've been trying to look, but then
Okay,
there's been time magic, and there's been Manuka Honey over here running around saying things and lying to people and staying up with Kumo, doing everything like that. And then Cynthia is just, there's not enough time for me to learn everything.
You're already off to like the side, and Savka somehow pulls you like further into an alcove. Okay. You can swim. It's just you're afraid.
I refuse to swim. I can
but
do
you
it.
know how to, but you can?
Of course I can do it. Yes, of course. Who doesn't know how to swim? I mean, I don't like to do it unless it's like purely survival means and things of that.
I don't know how to swim. Water where I live is usually frozen. And I never learned. So that's why I choreograph and do the accompaniment, because I can't. But you don't sleep, which means we have.
Did Cynthia tell you that? No, I told you that.
I feel like I just would have picked up on it.
Yeah, you probably would have picked up on it. The dark circles under my eyes. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah.
Which means we have exactly 12 hours and 46 minutes for you to teach me how to swim.
Okay.
And if you can't do that, then you have to get in the water.
I feel like that is a sufficient deal.
And he goes to shake on it.
Shake. And you can tell Kel has their fingers behind. No, I'm kidding. Fingers crossed.
Fast forward through the night of a Kel and Savka swimming montage. Savka just drowning. Kel trying to reach in, realizes can't go in the water. Savka coming back. It's just a mess. And then they remember they can go to the library and probably find magic to teach Savka to swim faster. And head to the library and find a spell that teaches Savka to swim.
Like a water breathing. None of us have a water breathing spell. We get a scroll of water breathing.
You get a scroll of water breathing, and Savka, you will not have a problem swimming now. Or dancing in water. You have water breathing.
I won't drown. That does not necessarily mean I can swim in water.
Well, there's only one way to find out. The next morning comes. Savka, Kel, you have about a week left of school. Week and a half. This is one of the last things, and you know that the masquerade, the big end of the year dance, is coming. The water dancing competition is being held in the Cultivarium, which is in Quandrix campus. It's one of the few places on campus where they actually have an oceanside beach. And as each of you walk, you start to think back about when you started Strixhaven, how it was supposed to be one of the most prestigious schools for magic, second to none. The campus has always been called one of the most beautiful places in the world, and it's prided itself on the students and educators there, with this year being the exception. Many of the buildings are still in ruins. The once full halls full of smiling, happy students are fairly empty. About 20% of the students came back this year. Far less than the expected amount. It's about another 10 minutes before you even find another student on the path. As you get to the Cultivarium, how do I phrase this the best way? The cleanup crews, the artificers, mages, the wizards that they brought in to do all the construction work, all these groups of people that they promised, never came. So very little construction work has happened on campus. It's very hard to find people to do work.
Got it.
But it's weird, because there's some buildings that look like they've been partially fixed, but again, very small working crews and a lot of campus to fix. But as you make it out, the Cultivarium is an eye-popping sun-drenched garden with sprawling cylindrical plants and fractalized animals. The Quandrix faculty members have repeatedly taught grow spells in this part of the campus, and over centuries the area has come to intensively grow magic in each of its plants. To the far west of the Cultivarium opens up the ocean, with beautiful colored beaches lining the coast, mimicking every type of environment. Rocky, tropical, traditional sand, red, pink, black beaches, dyed from volcanic rocks, beaches of sand, beaches of glass. Beaches that go forever. But unlike the rest of campus, which is quiet and empty, the beach is covered in tents. There are students from all over the realms here to take place in the regionals for water dancing. As you walk up to the booth, Safka, you recognize someone. Elena is working the booth. By herself. With no friends. Oh, hi. Are you here for the competition?
Wasn't she on the team at one point?
I don't remember. No,
Okay,
she was just gossiping about
She
it.
was on. Okay, she's gossiping about it. Great.
Yeah. She was on cheerleading.
We are enrolling to go out there.
Oh, that's wonderful. I have your tent assignment. I'm really excited because you're the only team from Strixhaven this year, and so we have to support each other. So I gave you the best tent location. It's right on the edge of the beach. It's that bright, as she points, you see a multicolored tent, colors that represent each of the houses. Oh, but before you go, we have to do for security. May I?
What does she want to do?
And you see other students from other schools being signed in, and there's a magical symbol being put on their hand.
Ew. Yeah. Is this gonna affect water breathing? Do I know?
You don't know, but you can assume not.
Great. I'll allow it.
And she does a little sigil on your hand. Because you study magic and you've been to this school for a while, you can recognize a basic teleportation spell. So we are giving these to all the students in case anything happens just because of all the problems last year. So if anything bad happens, all the students will just be magically teleported back to their homes or their schools. And for everyone here, you'll be teleported back into your dorms. And you all know that in all the house dorms, there is a teleportation signal.
Okay. Thanks.
You're walking through the beach, taking a look at the different schools. Oh god, the cat just fell off a chair. I just called her butt. And there are schools from across the different realms. You see a school of all dwarves. You see a bunch of goblins, just all shape and sizes. You walk past a red tent, and you see some students in there. A female character with a high ponytail, someone brooding in the corner staring at the ocean. A tall character kind of pumping up the group. Someone sleeping underneath a chair, it looks like. Some green-haired girl desperately sweeping the tent, but it's just a failing battle. And a student, you could swear they has light-up shoes, but you've never seen anything like that in your life. You pass an
Is
orange...
that one dead?
You pass an orange tent, and you see a student with a bandana kind of giving a speech, and then another person with a matching bandana, like on their wrist.
I attack frog.
You at the last moment you see someone that you could swear walking into a bag. A student playing a guitar with a weird magical glow from it, and a
Someone
drunk
turns into a raccoon.
these are just weird things that you're seeing as you're walking through.
Amazing.
It's the crossover that no one ever talks about when they get back to their own show. You know, that episode.
Yeah.
As they're doing their things in their own tents, kind of hyping this up, prepping for the regional water dancing competition, and hoping to win for their own schools and camps. And you get to your tent. A multicolored tent featuring red, green, blue, white, and black to represent each of your houses. And you find it full of bags and decorations and things like school spirit stuff. Pennants, sweaters, jackets. And as you pick up a bag, your name appears on the little jersey inside of it. Manuka, what name is on yours? So it'd be like the last name. So Kel says Balam, Safka says Patrick, Cynthia says Flebakata, Kumo says Renar.
Well, it depends. Does this come from like official?
It
I don't
comes
know. This
from you
magic
when you
words.
pick it up.
Things have been weird. I don't think she's feeling quite like her true self. So it would say honey.
Okay. Yours kind of takes a moment and then flashes the word honey across the back. As you have made your way into the tent. Going through your little prizes. Is there anything you'd like to do while you sit in this tent? Or pre...
Kel is in a very focusing mood, focusing up, fucking psyching themselves out, up, not out. And I am going to use one of my spell slots to cast the spell Borrowed Knowledge.
Ooh, what's that do?
I draw on knowledge from spirits of the past. I choose one skill in which I lack proficiency. For the spell's duration, you have proficiency in the chosen skill. The spell ends early if you cast it again. So it lasts for 1 hour, so I'm going to be waiting until it's like a perfect time to when we get to our thing.
Because you are the home school, you'll be the last to go, so it'll be going right after lunch. And right now it's about 9 a.m.
Perfect. And when I do cast that, it's going to be on acrobatics.
Okay. You're muted.
Safka is just psyching herself up because it's been a long time since she's tried something that she probably wasn't very good at. And she just learned how to swim, and she hasn't had a lot of time to practice it. And so she is, even though she's good at dancing, probably like a little visibly nervous.
Anything anyone else would like to do right now? You have time.
Could we say Manuka's, so we've known this is going to happen, has constructed some sort of, she needs help floating. She's got metal parts. She's not very strong. She probably sinks.
You can easily create like an inflatable bladder that just you fill up with air, or take the air out, and it would help you go up and down in the water.
Excellent.
Kumo, Cynthia.
I think.
Does
Cynthia's
Kumo? Oh, please go.
Oh, no. She's just practicing the routine. Go ahead.
Has Kumo picked up on the fact that Safka and Kel are having some mental sort of blockers on their swimming ability or what have you, and our practices?
Insight
Maybe
check
they're
from
struggling a little
Daddy-o.
bit more than everyone else.
You can give an insight check. Right now, Savka's clearly nervous, but previously, like, Savka just wouldn't go near the, like, wouldn't be in the water. Would just
Yeah.
be
Like what Kumo have noticed that? Like, not
I think
that.
you
would have noticed that Kel also would not have gotten into the water for most of the practices until the very last one.
Okay, this matters to Kumo. So I think Kumo will come to you and say, listen, the Kumo is not judging. Kumo knows you've had your struggles and you've apparently learned how to navigate the waters of our plains with relative ease.
What are you getting
However,
at, fancy man?
Yeah.
The Kumo wishes to help.
Carry on.
If the Kumo could enhance your ability to handle water, or perhaps make you more buoyant, would you find this agreeable?
I suppose so.
It seemed like it would be an advantage.
Assuming we're near the water,
Yeah.
Kumo will just look at the water, do a little hand motion, and say, "Surf's up, dude." And you shape water, and then a little surfboard would just come sliding across the sand towards us. The Kumo will ensure you will not drown, because the Kumo can shape the water to do what the Kumo pleases. The Kumo has found an accord with our waters. It is in agreement with the Kumo is in agreement with it. And maybe a mermaid or two. Or 10.
Great. Thanks, Kumo.
Much obliged, big guy.
The Kumo's ready. Are you ready? The Kumo's ready.
Oh God.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
The
Fine.
Kumo's in it to win it.
Okay. Yeah.
I would love to win.
Kumo
All right.
believes that
Really
losing is
like
not
to
an
win.
option.
No. No.
The Kumo saw those kids in the orange shirts,
Mhm.
yellow shirts.
Yes.
The Kumo must crush them.
Oh. Okay. All right. I thought this was a friendly
Ooh.
competition, but okay. All right.
The Kumo is
Understood.
friendly until someone beats the Kumo in competition.
Completely understood.
You see the red tent, the female with the high ponytail just kind of looks at you from across, cracks their knuckles, and then turns around to do whatever they were doing with their team.
Kel's gonna look at Safka, and I'm gonna cast Shape Water to freeze some of like the ocean water that's maybe in a pool next to us, and then unfreeze it real quick and just be like,
That's really good, actually.
it's helped me so many times, so many times.
Cynthia,
Oh, fuck.
you're on your own, practicing.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a thump next to you in your tote bag.
Well, I guess I'm looking in my tote bag. What do we see, DM?
You see a book that wasn't there before. Ding, ding, ding! You're the winner.
Ba-ba-ba-da,
You won D&D. We're done,
what
everyone.
the fuck? Okay. Cynthia pulls the book out.
It's a book on theoretical magic that you don't remember ordering. You're used to having books from the library just kind of delivered to you wherever you are at random times. In fact, you have a special bond with the library. You get to check out more books than most people. You were able to check them out while you weren't on campus. And you kind of have free reign. And as you pull the book out, a light gold dust falls off of it. And you open it and a letter falls out.
Okay. I open the letter.
Opening the letter, more gold dust falls out of it.
I hate that, but that's out of character.
Cynthia, regarding your questions that you brought to our attention, we have started researching some of the anomalies you've seen in the town, or in school. We've found that a surprisingly amount of time is unaccounted for since the beginning of school, and some inconsistency with memories have been occurring. We have found reference to a source of Mergaxor's magic beneath the biblioplex, and we've sent down the intern to investigate, as we are severely short-staffed at the moment. Another seeming oversight, not hired enough staff for a school this size. However, have we made it this long? Well, in any case, I haven't enchanted this book to make sure it's sent to you if I have not reset the enchantment within 24 hours. Your friend, Sage. And next to the name Sage is a drawing of a little ghost. Cynthia, you have no memory of Sage.
I hate that. Okay. She's gonna put the book away and keep the letter out and take it to her friends.
Does anyone remember a sage? Yes.
That name does
No,
not sound familiar to
maybe.
anyone.
No.
Sage all the time in studies. Never met somebody named Sage.
Okay.
And she's just gonna like jut her hand out with the letter for anyone to take and read for themselves.
I'll read it.
Kumo's wondering if you're talking about herbs and spices.
Specifically 11 of them.
Did you put an inquiry in with the library about the stuff that was going on, Cynthia?
I honestly don't remember, but everyone.
You didn't tell them
Isn't
about the book, did you?
No.
Okay, good.
And then is Sage a ghost?
Do you know ghosts?
And they kind of just tense up a little and clearly
So that
lying.
seems like a yes. I say that seems like a yes.
Shake.
You're gonna see Kel go through all the stages of grief and then just go, this entire time you have known and spoken and interacted with those that are beyond the material plane that dwell in the spirit realm, and you haven't
Ghosts.
introduced us. Ghost, yes, thank you, Safka. And you haven't introduced us yet?
And
I
again, just
feel like a side piece. I'm going to be completely honest.
The Kumo is confused by that last statement.
Yeah.
The Kumo is wondering if Calbalam and Cynthia are dating.
No, not at all. It's
Or not dating, but
No,
one
I,
of
friends with benefits.
no, it's nothing like that. One of the Kuminati, Bryson, has been showing me different things, and I've been picking up some slang here and there.
Can we go back to the
Kumo's at
ghost?
her side.
So, ghost, yes, yes.
Cynthia, do you know helpful ghosts?
first of all, I really appreciate the confidence you put in me by saying, "Oh, Cynthia's still with ghost." I haven't.
Okay.
No.
I hand the letter back, if that is all the information that Cynthia's going to share.
and
Hmm.
she's gonna just jut the letter back into her bag.
The Kuma wonders if ghosts could become part of the Kuminati. The Kuma will ponder this.
Kel is going to start stretching a little bit and open up their little black book and is going to tap Cynthia's name and is going to cast Sending and is just going to say, does this have to do with the Ungul? You can reply to this message.
Just for a point of clarification, anyone who actually touched or saw the letter saw the gold dust on it and saw the mention of the biblioplex. There's actually... Someone roll me perception.
Thank you.
Anyone who wants to.
Perceive.
Haha, that's
15.
9.
15. Cynthia, you notice as you look around that the air almost kind of has a golden tint, as like, you know how on the beach sand blows through?
Mm-hmm.
But unlike normal sand, you see a golden sand kind of blow through.
I feel like I forgot something important. That's no good. Just.
And she just like wipes at her face and kind of considers taking the letter out again, but just zips the bag finally.
Is something bad about to happen?
I don't know.
Whenever the gold shit shows up, something bad happens. We have bookworms showing up. We have giant creatures trying to attack us. We have time wobblies happening all over the place. People disappearing. An intern? They sent an intern? Did the intern fix it? No. This complicates things. Of course, it's always complicated, especially when we're doing... Manuka, you look very calm during this whole thing. Typically, you'd be out of pocket. Just...
First of all, no, I wouldn't. I'm always the appropriate energy level for any given situation. Second of all, I don't know what the fuck is going
Kumo
on.
disagrees.
It seems that, well, the Kumo... Shut the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck's going on, you know? I came here for a competition, and it seems like everyone knows a little something. Everyone knows something weird's going on, and no one's been upfront about it, so I can either start beating the shit out of people for answers, or I'm letting things come naturally.
You know what? No, we're not doing this right now, all right? Safka over here has put blood, sweat, and tears into this choreography. We've all tried our best to learn it, and we've gone through things, and we have to show up and show out, all right? But you know what? Things are getting in the way of it. And you know what? We're not going to go ahead and start keeping secrets from each other. So if we need to put things out on the table, let's put things out on the table, all right?
As Kel is talking, you hear a commotion as people are inquiring about how they come to the competition, as there's no one at the sign-up booth.
The Kumo used
So
glue
it has-
this time to make sure Kumo does not slip out. That's the Kumo secret.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here. And I'll be honest, I've been in a bad mood ever since there's this fucking little weasel person named Toad who approached me, and I've been in a bad mood ever since. So, you tell me.
Is what's
Are they
does
talking
anybody
about
know
there's no way
what's
to
going
sign up?
on?
There's nothing in the journal except for untested magic and different gizmos and like areas of the school that are marked with X's for planned places of attacks. But Morgaxgor was defeated, apparently. People died to defeat Morgaxgor, but it seems like Morgaxgor is still doing things all over the place, and I'm trying to have a normal school year and trying to learn things as normal as I can have. And you know what? It's not happening. Normal is not happening because Morgax. And now, what's her? What is her name? It's just always showing up there as disappeared. Always showing up all over the place.
Elena, she's in my house.
There's no Elena.
Oh, he says what's her name, and I don't know it.
There's never been.
I feel lighter.
You feel lighter, like your life is.
I feel
a little bit better.
For some reason, I'm glad no one's at the sign up booth. I don't know.
That's not normal. That's not normal. That's a bad thing. That is a
The
bad
Kumo
thing.
believes there was someone supposed to be there. The Kumo
We
thinks
signed
time
in.
is
We're
wibbly
checked
wobbly.
in.
Kel,
So that means
Kumo. Roll me insight checks, please. Because you two have been studying the journal and studying the maps in the journal.
Did I
correct?
get advantage?
Yes, because you have both been studying this journal. You both have
Heyo.
advantage on this insight check.
I rolled a natural 1, and I know I have advantage on it, but I'm going to utilize my feature and trait that I have
anyway.
anyway.
You don't want to roll your advantage first and see if that's.
Well, my advantage was an 8.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to choose to take the 1, but I'm going to utilize lucky
Okay, that's
to re-roll my die.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a manipulation that I'm okay with.
Look, you can message Jeremy Crawford, and I'm sure he'll be really polite to you.
I doubt he will acknowledge the message.
You'd be
He's busy.
surprised. The Kumo has rolled a 16.
The Kel has rolled a 12.
You have spent a lot of time looking at this journal. And something that now kind of clicks. There are mentions of underneath. But you never knew underneath where or what. And suddenly, a room that you've been in the biblioplex reminds you of something that you saw in the journal. A roughly sketched room that doesn't look like it has any exits or entrances.
Is this the room where we fought the book dragon?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
The room that you did not know existed.
The Kumo remembers.
The room that the intern was sent to.
Where it happened.
Okay. All right.
I was thinking this is some Night Vale
Maybe.
shit.
I don't know what night. Oh no, that's the Rachel.
was me.
Wasn't
That was-
wasn't
yeah.
Sasha has gone to Earth proper a few times with Kumo and picked up podcasts.
Yeah.
The only
Kumo
thing Safka brought back were
loves
podcasts.
Safka loves podcasts.
Safka loves
Again,
Jeffrey
guys,
Kumar.
guys, we fucked.
Podcasts and Bluetooth speakers. That's what we got.
Yeah. Last podcast network.
Is there anything that's happened that someone isn't sharing with everyone? Going back to what Manuka said. What's that? Cynthia, what is this?
What is this?
I don't know what this means.
Have you been going to the Earth plane as well and picking up idiosyncratic idiosyncrasies?
No,
Things like
this is
that?
me, Vinvox.
Cynthia
Okay.
went to the Earth plane and brought back Asian
woo?
soap operas.
Saw one of the
I was about
kids
to
in
say
the
Asian
red
soap
tent
operas
doing
and-
it. They were taking a nap. They went to lie down to take a nap, and they were going like this.
Jesus.
Cynthia's been acting real quirked up lately, and I don't even know what that means.
We're talking about how Kumo's goated with the sauce. Okay, fine. I'll get it out in the open, and it's probably going to cause me to be struck down or something, but me and Cynthia are connected.
The Kumo has questions about what kind of connection.
My
So does Manuka.
benefactor that has helped me come to this school also is a benefactor to Cynthia's father. And so we are connected like that.
So you lied to me when you said you didn't know anything about that. And you lied to me when you said you want to get her more involved.
The Kumo does not want to hear.
I didn't get her. I didn't
talk
get her
about
more
lies.
involved. I didn't get her more involved. I didn't get her more involved. We just clarified things. She was
Manuka's
already
just casually changing out her hand for a trident.
I'm telling you right now,
Shame.
Manuka, Cynthia was way more involved with me. Manuka, no. Cynthia was way more involved with my benefactor before I was even involved with my benefactor, okay?
That's true.
The Kumo wonders if this benefactor
So Cynthia, you
can help
lied to
you
me.
win this competition.
This benefactor has been helping me with a lot of ways, but this benefactor has been holding out on me because this benefactor is being very, very, very secretive about what she wants.
The Kumo also wonders if this benefactor keeps you from sleeping, because the Kumo cannot keep up with this non-sleeping thing. The Kumo gets exhausted. The Kumo needs his beauty sleep.
Okay, fine. I'm just telling everybody now. I don't need to sleep, and I can read every single writing. I don't understand all of it, but I can read it. Okay?
The
And it's
Kumo
been
thinks
helpful.
that's creepy as fuck,
Something-
but also incredibly effective.
God.
The whole time you've been here,
Oh, God.
the faculty has created a perfectly still ocean for the water
Yeah.
dancing competition. So it'd be the perfect place to have this competition so no one would get injured. You
Mhm.
start hearing the waves of the ocean as there are no one's out there. The water isn't ready. It should have been ready hours ago.
Are people disappearing?
Yes.
It's happening
No,
right
I
now.
mean, like,
But you
Kumo's
know what?
now actively looking to see if people that were there are not there. Are there less tents and things of that nature?
Out of
Where's that
character,
shitty green
there
hair
are
kid?
less tense.
Oh shit.
Kumo's
You
freaking out a little bit.
don't necessarily realize there are less tense, but you feel
Oh.
like there should be more.
Oh,
And
so
they're-
we're forgetting as this happens too.
Every time somebody disappears, you completely forget them. They
I
are
try to
blinked
remember
out of existence.
Milo. I try to think about Milo.
There is
You
no
hear?
Milo.
Yes, guys, I actually think this is a good thing. If we lose a Wonderwall ass bitch to this, it was worth it.
Okay. Safka,
Yeah,
I hate to say this, but fuck the competition.
yeah, obviously.
Okay, good. I didn't know if I know how intense you are when it comes to these things, so I didn't know if you were.
Like I
Kumo
get it,
needs
it's
to
regionals,
win.
it's a really big deal, but like there's no competition out there, so what's the point?
I mean, so does
You
that mean that we
hear-
automatically win regionals?
You hear an
I don't want to
announcer
win like that.
say that the competition has been canceled or is on their way to be canceled, and that Strixhaven looks like to be the winner.
It doesn't feel good.
Some of the other schools
This is
broke-
not satisfying.
broke
for
the
Kumo.
rules. The school with the orange tented school, apparently you needed 5 students to swim, and one of them was Raccoon that was drunk, and they didn't feel that was safe to let in the water. The school with the red tent, there was a student just adamantly against the water and the ocean. Just the lighty up shoes kid just ran the other direction as soon as they tried to get him in the
Okay.
ocean. Just like fucking booked it, and we don't know if they'll ever see him again.
Died on his way out.
Fell off a cliff on his way out magically.
Some dude with shells around his neck
Just
is just
walk
having
right
the
to
best
summon.
time right now.
Like a Labrador retriever. Having sex with professors and everything
No.
for people's moms.
And as
Kumo
you're
wonders
hearing,
what is happening with Kumo's mother.
you have no mom. No, you have a mom. You remember your mom.
Okay. Woo.
You were born, Kumo. And you start seeing that some of the schools are bamping out. They're doing their teleportation signal to get out of there. There's
Yeah.
weird things happening, and the other students who came to visit are kind of getting weird. As you see, more of the beach is coated in gold.
Can we try to do an Arcana check to make our teleportation thing teleport us to the library instead of our houses?
You can.
Yeah.
They are
Great.
predetermined to go to your houses,
Yeah.
but you are all magic. We will just
Uh-huh.
get to roll on the table to see if you actually make it to the library if you want to try to hack your teleportation.
Yeah. The 5 of us together, we can figure out how to do that.
Is there a way that I can utilize counterspell?
That would just get rid of
No, they'll just get rid of it. Yeah.
Kumo
Never
has
mind.
rolled a
I'm
24
an idiot.
on Arcana.
it. You hack the spell easily. And let me figure something out. Yeah,
Kumo's looking around to tell someone who is not his party to be jealous, but there's no one around. And so Kumo is just disappointed.
Kumo, where are you trying to take everyone to?
The Biblioplex.
Like inside, downstairs, where in the Biblioplex? Is your goal?
I don't want to go downstairs without knowing what's down there, so I want to enter from, like near that door if possible.
Okay. You're a little off. You're a little off, but not far. You're actually on the second floor. You all land on top of like a stack of books, knock over a shelf, knock over a book cart, but there's not really anybody in the library to shush you or anything. So you're on the second. Yeah. You magically teleport to the second floor of the Biblioplex.
Man, Kel looks really out of place in a black and white striped bathing suit.
I know Kumo's like got a backpack on, but just like, the tiniest bikini that he could legally get away with, essentially.
Kel's wearing an old timey, like Victorian or London bathing suit. Yeah, it's
You're
very
in
important.
the Biblioplex.
I guess investigating to go downstairs.
Yeah, trying to find a way
I armor up
downstairs.
and then I will.
I armor up as well. Yes, mage armor.
You know where the stairs are. It's not hard to find.
Okay.
Oh, Kumo doesn't take the stairs. If there's like a balcony, Kumo just jumps down.
Oh god.
Oh, I thought
Kumo has to do a hero landing.
Oh yeah, no, you get to the first floor, hero landing, beautiful, poised, perfect. And you are able to go down the stairs that you've been before. And you enter into this not abandoned, but now looks abandoned room where they used to fix all the books. The room where you fought the bookworm. A room that is covered in a layer of golden dust. Seemingly not touched since you were in there. The bookmaker's press lays scattered on the floor, broken. But you, of course, don't know the bookmaker. And you see one book with no dust on it on the ground.
I'm going for
What
it.
book is
it?
I Eldritch Blast it. No, I'm kidding.
You look at the cover of the book, and it is a book on the Strixhaven dragons and the saviors of Strixhaven. The same book that you pressed.
That's no good.
I don't like that.
Did the letter said that magic beneath the Biblioplex, it seems a short sight. It's been found here in this room, so is it that book? Is that the book? Is this causing it? Is there something? Do we have to hop into the book? I don't know how to...
I open the book.
When you say hop into the book, Kumo kind of like knocks it down and tries to like jump on it.
Well, the book is laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then Kumo just tries to jump on it then.
Kumo, roll me an athletics check.
Oh great.
Blue Scoodo, Kumo can too.
We can do.
22.
Kumo, you jump on the book. The book is only this big, size of a book, size of your foot. But the moment your body touches the book, you sink down beneath it and hit a stair, almost losing your balance, but you're able to touch the wall, which feels slimy and gooey and weird, but you are fine. And the book kind of gets knocked away as you all now see this opening of Kumo's, like only Kumo's head is sticking out because they fell down the stairs.
Kumo has found a way.
I open the book. I pick the book up when it's moved and I go to read it.
It's just a book. It has really cool information about the dragons of Strixhaven, the founding of Strixhaven.
During that, you just see from Knives Out, Michael Shannon, when he just throws his arms up, Kel does the same thing. Just like, touchdown! I fucking did it! I'm a genius!
Oh, I was really hoping that was a lower check. I wanted to send Kumo down the stairs.
Oh my god.
Kumo's body is always ready.
Kumo's ready.
I guess we're gonna follow. Should we get into like a marching order?
Slimy stairs.
Slimy stairs? Yeah.
Kumo, looking at your hand, I will just give it to you because you have spent so much time studying. Remember Morgaxor's goo?
No.
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 That turned things into mimics?
Oh, yeah.
It's that goo. But
no one else
it
was in the goo
doesn't-
when it happened. The goo when it happened.
it has a golden shine as it looks like it has turned gold. And doesn't look... When you saw it on other things, the moment it touched something else, it turned it into a mimic. It does not seem to be doing that right now.
Yeah, Kumo takes his dagger out and pokes at it to see if the dagger changes.
Nothing changes. It just has like golden goo now on the end of it.
Wipes it off. The Kumo thinks this place is moist and sticky with goo.
Yeah.
There's a smell that's coming from the cave, almost of a swamp. Reminiscent of the detention bog.
The Kumo is in his element. Swamp Pimp Kumo is ready to go.
Really impressed how many times you've like
Yeah, you've been able to use that multiple times. Proud of you.
Okay, let's go down. Let's go into the
Let's
swamp.
do it. I'm going to
Yeah.
be super stealthy, please.
You start walking slowly and quietly down these stairs. Each of you hearing your own breath echoing off the walls. About 10 minutes of walking, the smell of the swamp becoming stronger. It's almost as if the walls are crying or leaking or melting constantly. And you see a golden glow from around a bend.
Can we do like a perception or investigation to see if we can like hear any other living being?
You can do a perception check.
Great. 14.
You do not hear any being or really anything, but you do hear a shh. The sound of maybe falling sand?
Oh.
It's like it's being collected, almost like
Like an hourglass.
an hourglass.
I go around the corner.
What you see as you come around the corner, standing about 20 feet tall, is a golden hourglass. The top of the hourglass is about a quarter of the way full, but even as you watch, goes from a quarter to, I can't math, less and less. It looks like it's about to run out, but then more sand starts appearing as longer you look, little bits of sand, of golden sand kind of appear above it, filling this hourglass. As you watch the sand falling, going down to the bottom, you see a form, about halfway covered. The unmistakable form of Morgaxor, frozen in that moment in time, being covered in sand in a moment of triumph.
Oh.
They never defeated Morgaxor. They just put a time spell on the homie.
That's when you hear a,
Oh no.
well, I've seen you found the cause of the temporal disturbance. It really wasn't supposed to happen this way. As Professor Ecostent comes around the corner.
Shoot him with a gun.
And that is what we're going to call it for today.
Nah, Rachel just said.
I shoot him with a gun. We've
I
been
just
spending
spelled
time in
magic.
other planes.
Sofka got the blicky. She's gonna take care of it.
Sofka took self-defense
Strixhaven
classes
after the fall.
in Texas.
Strixhaven after the fall if you gave Sofka a gun.
Gun. Oh my goodness.
If Sofka had a gun, I will give you this right now. If you would like to make an attack.
Oh, I don't have a gun.
I know, but you don't have a gun, but I'm letting you, if you would like to make a quick
No, I don't have.
Okay.
I only have vicious mockery as
Okay.
far as damage dealing spells go.
Oh
I
my
was going to
God.
let you have a chance.
Oh,
No, we
weird.
can- we'll
You are
resolve
not
it next
prepared.
As, you see Professor Ekestant, the professor of temporal magic, who you were supposed to get the book for, round the corner.
Glad we didn't give that motherfucker that book. So glad.
Glad I'm such a good liar. Such a good liar.
But before we go, I would like to thank our sponsors, Die Hard Dice, Session Zero Clothing, and 1985 Games, the audience, and our cast. Don't miss our other shows, including Morkborg, Rights of the Holy Mountain, airing Fridays at 8 p.m., and an Alien Anthology airing Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, and coming Mondays, A Bit of Ultraviolence, a V5 Sabbat game. We're also super excited to announce that during the month of June, we're focusing on showcasing queer horror and casting members of the LGBT community, like me, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, but not you, but that's cool, we still love you.
That's right, straight boys. To the back of the line. It's the gays' turn. I don't know why I took that voice.
Okay, so plugs.
To learn more about Gehenna Gaming and what we
Not
do,
the butt
all of
kind.
our upcoming convention information, visit GehennaGaming.com. And don't forget about Virtual Horror Con coming this... I didn't finish that sentence. Now, before we go, Cass, why don't they tell you...
Words. Yep.
Plug your
Banuka.
stuff.
Oi, oi, oi. Okay, I am a bully. I've been playing Manuka, honey. We do go to Table Goth. That's where all of our stuff is. What do we have going on? When is this coming out? This is coming out soon, yeah? Very soon. Be on the lookout for announcements in the very near future. Otherwise, go to YouTube. We got stuff there.
Kel.
Hi, my name is Wes Franks. I definitely don't dox my friends. I am the founder and creative director of Carrying Cover Studios. You can go ahead and follow us over at Cover Carry and follow us on Twitch, Carrying Cover Studios. We do a lot of great content. We play video games on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We have interviews on Saturdays. We talk about the news on Sundays. And on Fridays, we are in our 5-part finale of Kingdom Hearts Interstitial War. Go check it out. We also have 3 more episodes left of Yaziba's Bed and Breakfast. Upcoming stuff we have is Fables Once and Future, where there are some lovely people here that are going to be involved with that in one shape, way, or form. So go ahead and follow us on Twitter at Cover Carrion for more news. You can follow me at Twitter at ThirstTrapMoth. You can also see me over at Table Goth, where I'm going to be in a Hunter the Reckoning game that has been announced called Never Going Home and Never Coming Home, Never Going Home. That's the one. And it's great. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. It's a great cast. It's awesome. And if you would like to cast me in things, hit me up. If you would like to collaborate on something, hit me up. If you would like to do some cool stuff, if you want somebody to talk about queer issues and labor unions and professional wrestling, then I am your person. And I definitely don't dox my friends. Thanks. On to the next one.
Cynthia.
Hi guys, I'm Vin at VinVoxBA on Twitter, and I was just little innocent Cynthia. There's nothing wrong happening in her life. Anywho, I'm a voice actor who does tabletop things, and my goodness, am I doing tabletop things? Like April said, Gehenna Gaming is doing a Morkborg game, and I'll be appearing soon. I don't know, time is also weird out of game. Other things, I'm wrapping up a Urban Shadows game on Saturdays with the Luna TV. And just check my Twitter for all kinds of things. My brain is goo with all these revelations. So, yeah, that's me.
Safka.
Hi, I'm Rachel. You can find me online at Ms. Petty Dreadful. You can find me playing games over at Table Goth on Twitch and YouTube every Wednesday. Bully and I play some games. Right now we're still playing through Stardew Valley. We've actually gotten into some of the cutscenes, some of the romance. So yeah, come check that out on Wednesdays. Otherwise, you can find other stuff I'm doing on Twitter. Just go there.
Kumo.
Hello, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. That is where you can find me on the internet. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and a bunch of other shit like that. I'm a Twitch streamer doing TTRPG and variety streaming over on my channel. You can find me generally on Saturdays over on Vancouver by Night for Delve into Darkness. We just finished off our season, so we'll be coming back for some very special things in the near future. April happened to mention a game that is happening over here that I'll be seen on over on Gehenna Gaming. You can also catch me as a storyteller over my sister station, Rolling These 20s, where I am the storyteller for Philly by Night. We are closing in on our season finale there, and the Second Inquisition is tasking our group with killing a prince. So that can't go anywhere wrong at all. Not at all. And then on Sundays, you can catch me as the DM for Wayward Revelry, a D&D 5e campaign based on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where I get into fuckery and shenanigans with a bunch of my players and bring some horror and incredibly nice characters that will absolutely not hurt. Nothing that will happen to them. I'm just saying that to reassure everyone. I'm in a bunch of shit. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see what I'm coming up to next, because there's going to be more stuff. It's going to be dope. And I'm going to roll 20 commercial. That's been on their Twitter. So go look at that.
Definitely go watch that commercial. It is on Twitter. And I am April. I have been your DM this evening. You can find me everywhere as April Raygun. I am in a bunch of places. On Tuesdays, you can find me with Kumo playing twin sea otters in Eualia 5e, a Redwall story on the amphitheater.
With Kumo?
with Cole.
You did this. You did this.
My twin brother Cole, Kono, trying to solve all the world's problems with peace. You can also, at the exact same time, also find me over on fortnerd.com's Twitch, playing some Dread Tales, where I play a kobold artificer who is actually a purple dragon. Maybe, probably not. There are some other things coming up. We have some really cool things to announce soon from Slady's North by Northwest, Gehenna, and more of our friends. So please follow us, and hopefully I'll be announcing some really cool stuff soon. Outside of that, thank you everyone for joining us. We hope you had a great time, and we'll see you next time. Bye.